TRPE. The realest podcast ever, realest podcast ever. Two brothers bringing thinking on a second level. Music, sports, fashion, politics, and the streets. The best 2 hours out of every week. YDN, dinosaurs, and YBODs. Real talk every time, this is what you need. We just out here popping shit. It's your boy C. Diddy and Matt makes me sick. TRPE, TRPE, go. TRPE, TRPE, go. They know. The realest podcast ever. The realest podcast ever.
Welcome back. Episode 82 of your favorite podcast. This is the realest podcast ever. I'm your host, C. Diddy.
I'm Matt. Makes me sick.
You're listening to the illustrious sounds of Dark Low, a.k.a. I Know Brosco.
A.k.a. Devin.
Hi, Dev.
Yeah. Oh, man. I just had half a brisket bowl. I'm over here stuffed.
Dying over there, you all right?
Hey, I'm good. I'm just full. A couple scoops of mashed potatoes.
Yeah, I walk in the studio, Matt's sitting there with his brisket bowl. He's like, yo, you want some of this? I'm like, no, I actually just had a chicken sandwich. He's like, good looking.
Yeah. I'm just trying to show off for people.
Trying to be a nice guy and shit.
I gotta take this thing home.
Shout out Kick USA. I am rocking my my free birthday Pumas that they sent me, the RS edition. Fuck with these. This is the best $110 sneaker on the market.
I'm not wearing my uproars that they sent me. Still shout out to Kicks though and Puma. Kicks and Puma, man, they fuck with us, man.
They fuck with us heavy. They fuck with this. They fuck with the movement.
Yeah. We working.
We working. Yeah. Fuck with the movement. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, I cursed already. Shit.
You had some bet with yourself?
With one of my homies I play poker with, he bet me $50 that I couldn't go the whole show without cursing.
Yeah, it's 8 seconds in. You already cursed. Is that like a prop bet? What the fuck is that?
He said it the other night in poker room. I was like, bet. and I
didn't even think about it.
Yeah, it just hit me just now. Like, damn.
Holy shit.
Ah, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Money come, money go.
Oh, man.
Go.
I'm on a high right now. I just came from the club straight here and shit.
Real quick, you just made me think about it. Like poker players, like their lifestyles are all prop bets for just like
anything.
Shits and giggles.
Yeah.
So I'm explaining it to one of my homies at work. Phil Ivey, who's considered to be like the best cash poker player. You know Eric Lindgren? He won Player of the Year twice. Mm-hmm. Eric Lindgren gets into a lot of shit. Like, he owed Bob Voulgaris a bunch of money, and Bob Voulgaris was, like, dissing him all crazy on the internet and shit. Phil Ivey bet this motherfucker $250,000 that he couldn't do 4 rounds of golf. And I said to some homie, he was like, that's an easy, $250,000? I'm like, 4 rounds of golf is 18 holes. And you basically, the way it was set up was, you can't have a caddy or a cart. So you have to carry your own bag.
You gotta walk 18 holes
and
times
walk
4.
Every hole, play every hole, and do it 4 times in a day.
Not possible.
He did it. Took him 21 hours, but he did it. And it's just like, that's the type of shit they do as prop bets and like big poker. Like you read and hear some of the prop bets that they be having and going on and just be like, y'all just bored and rich. That's a wild lifestyle to just be that bored to where you just really
just
trying
betting
to
on anything.
Carry out these dumbass tests.
They said Michael Jordan would bet you on what next commercial was coming on TV.
Yeah, vicious.
It's my Gatorade commercial, 80,000. It's like, nigga, do you have the schedule? Like, what's going on here? Why would you bet that?
Wild as shit. Dante Culpepper said him and Birdman used to play Madden, and they would put the game on simulation and bet 50,000 on it. Silly as shit, right?
It's the most ridiculous shit.
Culpepper was quarterback of the Vikings, and Birdman was from New Orleans, so they would pick the Saints versus the Vikings and put it on simulation and play that shit out for 50 fans.
Let God sort it out. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard.
Yeah. But, I don't know, I'm good. Had a nice little workout today. How you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm on a high right now. Just crushed them all weekend. Shout out Moneybag Yo and Lil Durk. I did my birthday weekend, even though my birthday is the 29th, if everybody keeps asking.
Yeah, Rod last night at the casino, it was like, yo, Chad's birthday, it's crazy because we have the same birthday. Like, our birthday's the same day. Chad shit runs for like 42 days. I'm like, yeah, Chad has adopted the Khaled theory of party promoting for your birthday.
It's all over. So we did Moneybag Yo Friday. We did Dirk Saturday. We did like 2,600 people over 2 events, like the biggest shit that happened to Vandy in a long ass time.
Okay.
And yeah, it was great, man. It was great. It was fulfilling in every way, other than me getting cursed out and shit at the end of the night.
One of my homies was like, yo, did you go to Chad party? I'm like, I don't partake in none of that. He's like, damn, did you even wish him happy birthday? And I'm like,
it's not his birthday.
It's not
Let you in on a little secret. Come here, my man. It's not his birthday. Like, this is the marketing date.
Chad birthday ends out to the end of the month.
It's 3/29.
Yeah, but
I had a ball.
I saw they were acting a fool with Dirk. I saw that.
Oh man, they love Dirk. Yeah. Dirk is a god. Like from like this 15 and a half to like 26-year-old. He's Jay-Z.
There's some 30-year-olds out there. There was some 30-year-olds out there acting a fool.
Yo, they love Dirk, man. I don't know what he did, what he tapped into. He got a different type of fan base, man. They love that dude. His events with us, last time we did 1,100 people. This time we did like almost 1,600. He's like, it goes up every fucking time.
And it's wild because it don't be feeling like he got like smashed to out this world shit be going on.
But he
was fucking with the little chick.
Dej Loaf.
Dej Loaf.
Yeah.
Are they still?
No, he got a baby by a whole nother chick that all the internet girls fuck with. So, yeah, but Dirk got a different type of... He got a real street following. Yeah. Like, that's really what it is. He got a real ground-level street following. And to anybody, like, damn near under 30, he's like... him and Meek is like the 2 guys. They the biggest
ones. I over the last couple of days in the gym, like, when I'm doing cardio, I'll just, like, pick shit to watch on YouTube and shit.
Yeah.
And normally I'm watching, Tay-Rock versus my dad or some shit, just any random-ass battle. But I watched Joe Rogan and Killer Mike. And the interview was definitely dope until they got like stoned. When they got high and started going into the sage shit, it was weird. But they mentioned the Ronnie Coleman documentary on there, the bodybuilder.
Yeah.
So have you watched it on Netflix?
I haven't finished it, but I've seen some of it.
Yo, Ronnie Coleman is out of his mind. Dog.
He's a crazy person.
He's nuts. Like it's just wild watching like how dedicated some people be to some shit. All right, so. He's a cop, right? Mm-hmm. In Texas. He's a police officer. Motherfucker sees him like, yo, you're like, just like Kimba and Kev. Like, you're a cop, but you got some muscle going on. Like, what the hell? And he was like, do you work out? Yeah, at the district, I do push-ups, whatever. He's like, oh, man, come down to my gym. I own a gym. Why don't you come down and start training? And he was like, for what? And the boy was like, because you could probably be Mr. Olympia. And he was like, all right, fuck it, yeah. Like,
I'll come on down Tuesday.
Free gym membership. That's what he said. Like, free gym membership, I'm there. He's like, I go in first day, second day, third day. He's like, I'm in there every day. And he was like, I fall in love with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So now he's a professional bodybuilder. He goes into the shit. The motherfuckers, they had everybody on there. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Flex Wheeler, like all the big bodybuilders. And they like the mass that he was able to put on. Because he literally just took weightlifting to just like... They was like, it's unbelievable. And you watch it, and it's just like me. Like, I work out now a lot. So it's like watching it and seeing it was just like, wait, what? This nigga squatted 800 pounds.
Oh, my God.
Dog.
What's his walking around weight?
320.
Fuck.
Think about somebody 320 with no body fat. What that look like.
Shredded.
And that's what Joe Rogan was talking about. Like, he was a god of a man. And like now he's got all these problems. Like, his back is so fucked up. His hips, he's got both his hips had to be replaced.
Damn.
He's had 9 back surgeries. They had to put screws in his back in between his discs. This motherfucker said he was squatting one day I was squatting 650 pounds with the crossbar, and he was like, 650 on a squat for me is nothing, but he was like, I'm doing it, and he's like, I thought my trainer was giving me like a pat on the back. It was his disc shooting out. And crazy part was he's like, I left the gym and was about to go to work. I was like, I had a pain to stop later. He's like, it just kept going. He's like, man, let me go to the hospital. They was like, yeah, your disc is out. And like one of your discs is just out. You know what I mean? So he had to have surgery, and it just went like downhill as he got older. He's 53 now. And he has to walk with 2 canes, like the cerebral palsy joints, or use a walker. And he's filthy rich because he owns a supplement line. He's riding around in a Rolls Royce and all this shit. But his body just broke down. And it's just watching the shit that he was doing. Dog, the leg press? 2,300 pounds 7 times. it don't even physically make sense because you like 2,300 pounds is a Civic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you pressing that with your legs. Squatting 800. You know how you pick up the dumbbells and lay back on the bench and do the incline? What do you pick up when you do that?
40 pounds?
35, 40 pounds. He had 200-pound dumbbells. 200 pounds on a bench bar is a lot of weight.
Yeah.
200-pound
Like free weight.
dumbbells is like...
Yeah, you versus gravity.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And this motherfucker was just out of this world, huge. And all the Lou Ferrigno's, all of them is just like the mass that he was able to put on. Let me show you this shit, because this is the picture Joe Rogan has showed Killer Mike on there. And the mass that he was able to put on. Like, look at this shit, yo.
Holy shit.
It's just nuts, right? Yeah. 5'11". That nigga 320. Ain't no body
fat. That nigga
fat.
size of a double door refrigerator.
Dog.
Like, he's huge.
And he, like I said, it was just wild watching like just how dedicated he was to it. And the people was just like, a lot of bodybuilders like, it, you know, for me it ain't worth it. You know what I'm saying? And like Jay Cutler, what's the other guy who won the, I can't think of the dude who won the Mr. Olympia the year before him, but he won 8 straight Mr. Olympias, like 98 to 2005. And they was like, we knew in 98 when he showed up.
It was over.
And like, one was like, when we was in the back and he came in and took his robe off, was just like, I mean, a second place trophy, nice. You know what I'm saying?
That joke will look good on my mom's mantle.
Even Arnold Schwarzenegger said it on there. It was like, what bodybuilding always was like a physique, like a sculpture, chisel. He's like, when Ronnie Coleman showed up the way he did, it literally went from that to the most muscle and the biggest muscles on the biggest body. And it's just like, you can't compete with a motherfucker that's got traps to sticking through the door and all that. You know what I mean? And it's just wild watching him now where he weighed 200 pounds now and all the surgeries. They said he got so much scar tissue from back surgeries that when he has back surgeries now, they have to go in through the front.
Damn.
They can't go through the back. So the surgery he just had last, because you saw it, right? The whole documentary is following him around his latest back surgery. They said that they had to go in through the front, take out his intestines, everything, just to get to his back, because his back is so messed up from all the surgeries before. And that's what motherfucker was just like, I don't think it's worth it. And he was just like, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't get to do what I did through bodybuilding. I went all over the world. I bought my house. I bought my mama a house. I got money to do whatever. My kids is straight. You think he a millionaire? Like he worth like 20. They said his supplement line last year did upwards of $16 million. Like he's set that up, so he's straight on that aspect of it. And the boy interviewing him was like, "Do you feel like it was worth it though? At the end of it, as you sit here, you know, not really being able to walk." And he was like, "My only regret when I squatted to 800." I could have got it 4 more times. He's like, I stopped after the second one, and I know I could have put at least 6 or 7 up. And the boy interviewing was just like,
"Nigga, what?
All right, cool. All right,
Nigga, what?"
And it was funny though, because I that shit, it made me go on YouTube and look at like some of his shit. So I stumbled across Terry. Have you ever heard Jamie Foxx and Terry Crews?
No.
Have you heard it?
No.
Dog, listen, real quick. Jamie Foxx tells a story about how Terry Crews is full of shit with the muscles and all that. They was at Jamie Foxx's house playing basketball. He was like, Tony Parker wanted to play ball at the crib. So Jamie Foxx like, all right, yeah, you know, Tony Parker, like, I'm going to bring some people through, whatever, we're going to play some ball. Jamie Foxx like, they get out the car, everybody normal. They French niggas, you know what I'm saying? He was like, and this one big-ass nigga get out, and Jamie like, I seen this nigga somewhere. He was like, oh, shit, that's the acting boy, be dancing and shit, white chicks, whatever. So he like, Terry Crews come in the crib, and he was like, it's weird, because he's like, this is one of the days where it's just all guys in my house, which is not normal, you know, because you know how Jamie get the fuck down.
Poor house.
Yeah, but he like, this is just the one of them days where it's no women there, it's just us. And this nigga like took his shirt off, and he had on like a spaghetti strap tank top, like a angel hair pasta strap motherfucking shirt. And he got all these muscles, and he like flexing his chest and shit like that. And I'm like, all right, nigga, you strong, we see you. And he was like, one of Tony Parker homies was like, man, you so goddamn diesel. And he was like, yeah, you know, I bench 500, you know what I'm saying? And Jamie, like, I hear him say that, like, nigga, cool the fuck out. Like, ain't no hoes in here. Like, stop lying. You know what I'm saying? And he like, no, real shit. Like, I bench 500. And Jamie like, I know for a fact, if you're not a professional athlete or a professional bodybuilder, you not benching 5 and just out here on some regular shit. Like, we just talked about, like, 500 pounds is... No, you know what I'm saying? Not normal people, you know what I'm saying? So he like, no, I can bench 500. So Jamie like, I tell you what, I bet you $2,000 you can't bench 500 pounds. He like, shit, ain't nothing. Let's go. We do it whenever. So I guess when he thinking I'm saying this, I don't have a gym in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Like, whenever is not today.
Because he's like, he on the tip, like, yeah, whenever you try and do it, we do it. He's like, nigga, let's go in the gym right now. So he's like, we walk into the gym, and he's like, Tony Parker and all them, like, hype, because they like, oh, I want to see this shit. He's like, we get in there, this nigga starts doing push-ups. I'm like, listen, dog, because he like, look, my insurance shit ain't all the way right. I don't want you to hurt your motherfucking self in this house. He like, no, nigga, I got it. So he was like, I instantly know he full of shit. We start putting weight on the motherfucking bench, on the bar. We don't even get 500 on the bar. We got to like 385, and he was like, well, how much is that? And it was like, nigga, if you bench 500, you know what the fuck we doing. You know what I'm saying? So
how much is
he was
that?
Like, we got to 385. He's like, what that is? You know what I'm saying? So he was like, he's like, we didn't even get 500 on the bar because it wouldn't fit.
Yeah.
So he was like, we got to like 480 on the bar. He was like, the bar is bending.
Yeah.
And he was like, look, I pull him to the side like, listen, dog, you was showing off for these French niggas.
You ain't got to do this
cool.
shit.
He's like, you don't got to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, you could have just kept it a bean with me. Like, nigga, I'm bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But he's like, no, this nigga want to lay down on the motherfucking bench. He was like, we can't even get the bar off of the bench into his hands. That's how heavy this shit is. So he was like, it's like 5 of us picking the bar up to put it in his hands. Nigga, we put that shit in his hands and that shit sunk into his chest. Nigga, it looked like he got his nipple pierced. That's how the shit sunk into his chest. He was like, the nigga get up, and we like, dog, I told you couldn't bench no motherfucking 500 pounds. Now where my $2,000? He's like, nigga, go pull me to the side. Hey, look, man, I got kids, man. Like, he was like, the nigga left, I ain't seen him in like 3 fucking years. Dog. I was fucking rolling off that shit. He said it looked like he got his nipple pierced. That motherfucking bar sunk into his chest. And I'm like, yo, because I'm watching that shit today, it made me really think about it. Like, if you can bench 500, you a bodybuilder. You're not even on some in the league or in the NFL. Like, them type niggas ain't even doing that.
Lift anything 500.
Like the NFL combine, the reps is 225.
Yeah.
That's the bar is 225 and how many times you can lift it.
The boy, what's his name? DK Metcalf from Georgia?
Yeah.
27 times. He destroyed the combine last week. They said the next 2 motherfuckers went after him didn't do 27 combined.
Damn.
Yeah, he destroyed the combine last week. But yeah, like, if you can bench 500 pounds, you
like not even fit to be interacting with other humans.
And that's the weird part about the bull still being a cop. He was a cop up until he won the 4th Mr. Olympia.
So he going to motherfucking work every day.
You imagine Mr. Olympia knocking you fighting your bitch? He show up.
Smack you through the wall. The fuck?
Like, dog, this nigga can leg press 2,300.
He gonna smack you across the street.
He was a cold cop up until his 4th Mr. Olympia.
Damn.
Crazy. It's a good documentary, though. It's called Ronnie Coleman the King.
I'm going to check
it
out.
It's on Netflix. I watched that shit.
You know what I finally watched this week? Trump Dynasty.
Yo, shit was lit.
Yo, they the craziest family in history.
Whole family nuts. You seen the way he did his older brother?
Yeah.
Kicked his old brother out the family, then let him back in the family and made him a janitor. He was janitor of Trump Village.
He said my son wanted. He said his older brother wanted to go and be
airline
pilot. His father said he's a fucking loser.
Yeah.
Out of the family, excommunicated.
One thing I forgot about that documentary last week that Trump is real big on, their whole family is like the winners and losers situation. So Trump has this thing where he believes that you're born to be a winner or you're born to be a loser. So Trump on it, remember when he was telling a story about the singer in the fucking club?
Yeah.
He was like, the motherfucking dude was a lounge singer. And Trump was like, I saw his act and I thought he was phenomenal. And I'm like, yo, this guy has the talent to be a real star. So Trump said I was having a course, like a dinner, like one of those correspondence dinners where you pay like $5,000 a plate, whatever. And he was like, I had so many entertainment guys, so many executives come into the thing. And he was going to perform at this dinner. His car broke down on the way to the dinner. and he didn't get there. And I never promoted him again. He's destined to be a lounge singer. And that's how life is. We're born to be winners and we're born to be losers. And I'm just like, damn. Damn.
Yeah, he had fucking car trouble. He's a loser.
Yeah.
And
only a loser's car would break down on the most
did he
important
not have
night
a
of your
spare
life.
car in his pocket that just keep coming, or a helicopter? Why would his car break down?
Yeah, but yeah, I watched that. The Trump. It was crazy. I watched it. Started watching for the third time, but I stopped. Cut it off.
His grandfather fucked me up with the shit that his grandfather was doing.
With the shit with the horses.
With
and
the
all
horses.
Dog.
And then they found out that that the train was going to miss the one town and go to the other one, so he put the hotel on a boat.
Fucking boat.
On a fucking boat. And floated it up to the other
I forgot all about that. They definitely put the hotel on a boat.
On a boat. As soon as they showed up, we out
Yo,
there.
Taylor, you gotta watch it, dog. They put the whole hotel on a fucking
and
boat.
Floated it up
and
the
took
river.
It up the river so that they could be up there when everybody got up there. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, the whole family's nuts, man. Insane. I'm trying to get into Game of Thrones, but I'm just having trouble.
I was the same way with what's the name? I got into Game of Thrones pretty much from the rip. Homeland, I was like that. When I watched the pilot episode of Homeland 7 times before I finally got through it, and then it's one of my favorite shows of all
Everybody
time.
tells me you gotta get through the first 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, and I'm like, that's long.
It's a lot of world building because it's a bunch of different things going on all at once. There's Westeros, which is the 7 kingdoms and all that. Then you have Winterfell, which is in the north, and then you got the fucking outliers, the White Walkers, and the Dothraki across the that won't cross the water. And it's just so much shit that's going on that they gotta really establish all of these different players and stuff.
I see the arguments going on all the time of what's the best show. It's clearly Game of Thrones or The Wire. And I want to participate in the argument, but I really don't.
You don't have all I got is The Wire. I don't have the perspective on the other one.
I've always said that The Wire is, as far as the writing and the character arcs,
it's amazing.
Just phenomenal. Yeah. Just phenomenal work. So I can't really I don't have the Game of Thrones knowledge, but I see people that argue, Game of Thrones is the best shit ever written.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both HBO joints, so it's not far up. But
Mikey Missanelli on 97.5.
Mike Missanelli, Jesus.
He would say all the time that The Wire is the best show of all time. Mm-hmm. And he said the reason why The Wire is better than Breaking Bad is because you can push the envelope farther on cable television than you can on a regular cable. Yeah. Like on paid cable, premium cable television, you can push the envelope farther. You can show different things. You can go through with the murder because it's TVMA and it's not a PG-13, TV-14 or whatever like that. And because of that, it allows the writers to basically have no limitations to the type of stuff that they can show you and create and all of that. And it just makes the product that much better.
I was even going to go as far as the fact that character depth. You watch Power and if you have any brain cells and watch Power, after the 7th episode of season 2, the show literally makes 0 sense.
Yeah, because nobody is consistent with what their original character motivation was established as. That all just changes by the day.
If you watch Wire season 1, season 2, season 3, Idris Elba is Stringer Bell. Stringer Bell is the main character of the show. If you look at the box sets of The Wire, it's him on the cover. It's McNulty for the cops, and then Stringer and Avon for the West Side. Stringer literally played Brother Mouzone against Omar. Yeah. Omar is a savage killer from Baltimore. Brother Mouzone is a hitman hired from New York to come to Baltimore. You play them against each other and they figure it out. In Power, these niggas would have came and just talked to you and been like, yeah, you work for us now. It don't work like that. You understand what I'm saying? So Stringer being a main character, you got court now.
You gotta go.
Ain't nothing I can say.
Yeah.
Get it on, motherfucker. You gotta go. And we bring in the kids. We bring in Marlo. We bring in a new motherfucking era. Rod loves this fucking quote. Man, Barksdale people weak. We bring in Slim Charles and the East Side with fucking Prop Joe and Cheese and it just was like I guess that's how you said about Game of Thrones and all is just it's just so much going on that it all makes total fucking sense.
Yeah.
When you see if Power was The Wire, Naaman would have been the craziest motherfucker on earth because he's Weebay's son.
Right.
But in reality, the motherfucker who's spoiled rotten and got the dad that's fucking out there and was killing motherfuckers left and right and been up top since he was born and he's pampered by his mom, them kids most of the time be like Naaman.
Right.
They be a motherfucker and they crew like Mike that ain't got shit to live for. It's like, what you doing with that shotgun, young man? You just a boy. That's just a knee. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get that.
Yeah.
It makes total, like, I watch other shows and they just, after a while, the writing just goes off of a cliff and it don't make no sense.
Like,
so,
I love Homeland. Homeland went off a cliff like the last
I keep it a beat with you. One of my favorite shows ever is Entourage. After Vince got out of the rehab, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
It's unwatchable. It's horrible.
It's terrible.
Me and my cousin Mike used to gather together and watch Entourage every fucking Sunday. And after a while, I'm just like, cuz, am I tripping or is this like unwatchable?
Yo.
Like, why is Bow Wow on here? What the fuck is going on? Like, this show is not good anymore.
Dog, and you watch The Wire, I'm talking about to the very end. When Marlo came back in the cell, you getting out. You not. You know what I'm saying? Like, it all makes total sense. They tried to hit Mike. You know Mike is the new nigga in the hood, the young boy that's really, like, on his shit, on his...
Yeah.
They set Mike up for Snoop to kill him. Don't bring your gun. I got one for you. Mike like, all right.
Yeah.
Pulled the joint right out. You was never one of us. How my head look, Mike? You know, and like, it just all to the end made total sense. So I'm going to try again for like the 8th time to get into Game of Thrones because I really be wanting to understand the parallels and the conversation.
Game of Thrones is fire. Game of Thrones is awesome. I'm going to rewatch it again from the beginning.
The Wire is just that's my shit.
I watch I make it at least once every 3 years. I rewatch the whole Wire.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I literally, we used to link up at Shiz's crib. Shout out Shiz. Like how you talk about the Entourage.
Yeah.
We used to link up there every Sunday to watch The Wire. Like, I'm talking about deep as shit in Shiz's crib. Everybody. We used to bring our chicks through there. Motherfuckers would cook. It was like a Wire party every motherfucking Sunday. New Year's Eve for 2007, me and Ra had on, remember when Obama was running and his campaign was Hope?
Yeah.
It was Obama's face with the red, white, and blue and it said Hope. We had Clay Davis and it said she. Like, dog, we was Wire fanatics.
Clay Davis is one of the best supporting characters in the history of television.
Stringer tried to get him out of here. Yeah. He was going to send Slim Charles down there. Avon like, you trying to whack a senator? You losing it, dog. You got burnt for that bread you burnt. Yeah. Shouldn't even be over there fucking with them.
He said, I don't know these fucking, talk about Barksdale people and this and that. I don't know who fucking money it is. I'll take anybody's money if he giving it away.
But in The Wire, he'd have whacked the senator and then probably became senator 3 episodes later.
Fucking power
the power, yeah. Like, that's how unbelievable this shit be. But yeah, no, I want to contribute something to the Game of Thrones Wire argument one of these days. So I'm going to try again with Game of Thrones up. Billions is coming back.
I was about to say, you know what's coming back tonight. Yeah, Bobby Axelrod.
I'm fucking hyped for that, man. I love Billions is probably my favorite shit out right now.
That's extremely well written shit.
Yeah, that's real good. I like Dollar Bill. They killed Dollar Bill, I'm going to be pissed. But it's like, as long as Dollar in there, I'm good.
Dollar Bill's excellent. Wendy Rhodes is
I love her.
Is great.
I love her.
Like last season when Bobby and Chuck was plotting and they was like, we can't tell her that we're about to set somebody up and da. And she walk in the room like, all right, so who's the patsy?
Yeah, she knew already.
She knew already. Like, yo, somebody got to take the fall for this shit.
I like the no sexual gender girl,
Taylor.
I like her a lot because it was a little weird at first. But the character makes total fucking sense. Yeah. Like her being a mathematician, and then, you know, I'm a poker nigga, so I like when she smoked ball at the poker tour. I was like, that was fly as shit the way she did that. But yeah, Billions is probably my favorite shit out right now.
Yeah.
Like something that I constantly, like every week, I'm on the new episode. And really,
you know what else is good? Don Cheadle new show, Black Monday.
I saw the preview and I was like, I'm gonna watch that shit.
No, it's hilarious.
I tell you something I still haven't got into. They was talking about on the Joe Rogan joint. Ray Donovan. I love
Ray Donovan.
Everybody says it's good. And I love
Ray Donovan.
I haven't said.
Listen, here's how I got turned on to Ray Donovan on Grantland channel. One time, there was this guy explaining all the reasons why Ray Donovan is a piece of shit and doesn't make sense. And it's like a video podcast of him like explaining like for 13 minutes about how Ray Donovan is the worst TV show in the history of television. And he's like, this motherfucker, he's in Temecula, and then he's in Los Angeles 40 minutes later. It takes 1 hour and 47 minutes to get from Temecula to fucking Southern California, and then after that, he goes back to the house, gets his gun, kills a guy, goes back home, goes back to his apartment downtown LA in 5 minutes, takes a shower, and he's just like, this is the fucking stupidest show ever. This doesn't make any sense.
Is John Voight in that?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's his dad.
Yeah, okay. I know.
Yeah, Liev Schreiber is Ray Donovan, and then John Voight is his father.
I watched Heat the other day with John Voight and all them.
Yeah.
It's funny when you watch them old movies and you realize just how many, like, stars and people that went on to become so-and-so was in. Like, Jeremy Piven was in there. Remember, he was the scumbag little doctor and shit that came and fixed up Chris and shit when he got shot. Like, it was so many motherfuckers just in Heat that you didn't even realize till, like, you go back and you watch it again.
Heat something I watch Heat at least once or twice a year. I watch Goodfellas and Casino every time it comes on.
Bubba Gump was in fucking Heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many motherfuckers in Heat. You really don't pay attention to it.
Yeah, Bubba Gump.
Dog. Have a fruit bowl, tramp. That nigga was in everything back in the day. Somebody recently was like, yo, whatever happened to him? It's like he did Bubba Gump and Waiting to Exhale and then just disappeared. I'm like, he was in ATL. And my homie was like, he wasn't in ATL. I'm like, yes, he was the uncle. You didn't get no cutty. And he was like, oh shit, it was Bubba Gump.
Like, what?
I'm like, that nigga's in everything, yo. You don't even be paying attention to it. He legit in every fucking movie out there. But yeah, I watched Heat the other day. I was like, damn, I forgot how good Heat was.
Yeah, Heat was all it.
I was thinking about you. We was talking about Pacino and De Niro ending up on Cheetah Vision movies.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, yo,
Pacino
and De Niro did Godfather 2, Heat. Like, they was really, like, killing everything they did together. And then just ended up with 50.
Ended up with 50 and doing movies with mad old broads.
Yeah. All right, I want to talk about something that's going on in the world right now. You niggas, man, have completely...
You have jumped the shark. Somehow.
Wait, real quick, I'm going to show you the video. Right. As bad as the Miami videos were all week, and we're going to discuss all of them. We're going to discuss every single one of them. Let me turn my Wi-Fi on here, man, because I got AT&T, and they playing games apparently with my service. I want to get your reaction to this.
Come on, man. I just watched the video. Somebody brought their child to spring break in Miami. They have a stroller.
Cold stroller.
On the beach, in the sand. A stroller. That ain't it.
That ain't it, Chief.
Dear niggas in Miami. That ain't it. Listen, for the last 2 weeks straight, because everybody knows spring break is staggered. Every school doesn't go on spring break at the same time. So it's like a span of 3 weeks. At least for the last 14.
I was going to say last 8 or 9 days for sure.
It's like 14.
It feel like every... Like it feel like it's 2 shifts. Like it's the morning, nigga news and then the nighttime nigga news. You see some new shit,
bruh. For the last, let's settle at 10 business days.
All right, we'll do that.
Y'all have been actively trying to end Miami like it's a GTA mission.
Yeah,
like motherfuckers was fighting the convenience store boy.
I saw that.
Nigga had the white shorts on with the wife beater.
Yeah.
They tried to rumble the convenience store boys and got choked the fuck out.
I spoke about it on my Insta story yesterday, and it's sad. Why? Like the younger generation. You gotta remember, we old now. You know what I'm saying? We washed low key as far as life.
I accept it.
You're 35. I'm 34. We same age. These motherfuckers is 19, 20, 21. The younger generation does not know how to have fun. And it's like the older motherfuckers would say this about us.
Right.
Like, y'all don't know how to have, we have some, and I kind of see it at times. Like, this younger generation, though, they don't even understand, yo, we going on vacation, yo, we gonna go out here and represent our city. Like, they don't even have that in their minds. It's, man, I'm out here.
And I'll fuck a nigga up if need be.
And we can get into whatever. And when you live a certain life and you let's be real, when you just have nothing, you don't care. Like you said it best. The average young man is waking up every day, Nobody smoked me yesterday. All right, bet.
It's a good day.
We out here. And it's like, that's how a lot of these motherfuckers are. They're really just outside. Like last night, me and Rob was in Sugar House, and I was playing poker till like 1:30, and he had came back to cash out a ticket in the sports book. So we was over there putting in parlays for today. And we was walking out the sports book. He had to like go to the cashier for something, and we just walking through the casino. And I'm like, it's so many motherfuckers in here not gambling. Just like in here.
Lurk mode.
And you've been to Sugar House, right?
I was just in Sugar House earlier.
So have you come in where the poker room is, where the big staircase is? Have you come in that entrance? All right. So the poker room is to your left. The sports book is right there to your right. So we're sitting like at the sports book just chatting, and we're watching the traffic coming in. And it was like the people got younger and hungrier and just way less like like, oh, this is just a place to go at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, motherfuckers is coming in here not even to gamble. They just in the way. And you say that a lot. Like, the young black crowd they don't know how to not be in the way.
Yeah.
They're like, I'm just going to go. And it's like, it's not like that.
Yeah, I'll find out what's going on when I get there.
I'm coming to play poker. If I wasn't playing poker, I would not be here. Rock coming to fuck with the sport. If the sports book was not here, he would not be here. And it's so wild. When I be in a poker room, Robbie in the sports book, we'll be texting each other.
Right.
We won't even go to each other's locations just because if I come to the sports book and I ain't got no sports shit going on,
I'm here.
I'm talking to you, but you looking at the screen yelling and screaming. I'm out. I holla at you.
I'm here for what I'm here for.
When he come to the poker room, I'm in a hand, and he come up, tap me on the back. Could you get the fuck out of here for like 10 minutes? Like what? You know what I'm saying? And we understand that, and it's like, I don't want to feel in the way. And I watched these people show up in Miami this week, which is a tourist hotspot as far as America's concerned. It's probably one of the 4 or 5 biggest in America. Watching y'all show up there, and I've been to Miami several times, it's so much fun shit to do in Miami. So much new shit to experience. Go down to Coral Grove, Coconut Grove. Walk around down the art district. Go to the Versace Museum. Go to Loading Lock and shoot shit up. Something. Yeah. Why are y'all on Ocean? The only thing niggas know is Ocean Drive.
Wet Willie's is the center of the storm.
I'm not trying to be funny. I don't go to Ocean Drive when I'm down there. Yeah. I don't. I stay away from there purposely because I know what it's going to look like. Y'all drinking them big dumbass $50 drinks, eating chicken fingers and popcorn shrimp, and argue and smoking hookah. That's it.
Speaking of, seen a video with the group of girls performing City Girls at the fucking sidewalk diner, and the people in the back with their families just like, what the fuck
what
is
in
going
the
on?
hell is happening?
What did I roll up on?
Do you see the one with the bitches snatching each other wigs off?
Yes.
That shit was like, what the fuck is? Why ain't y'all wigs
Girl
attached
even
to
had
shit?
nothing to do with it. She was playing Peacemaker, got her wig snatched.
And she said, well.
What did I do?
I'm like, yo, this shit is sad watching this shit like this. And then the worst motherfucking video I saw out of it all, the guy knocking the chick out of pocket. And this is how I just know. This goes back to Chad again saying 2019 is just throw it in the goddamn garbage.
Let's just ball it up into a little basketball and fling it into the garbage.
I watched niggas on Twitter today try to justify man's punching her in the face like that by saying, oh, well, she slapped him in the back of the head. And it's like, bruh, we as black people sit and talk all the time about cops using excessive force. Right. Where even if I am in the wrong, even if I am breaking the law, why are you going to shoot me to kill me from the jump? This is a woman. She slaps you in the back of the head. You could have legit turned around and mushed her. My man jumped. He jumped.
Hit her with a falcon punch.
It's not funny, but he jumped and punched her in the face and then flexed after it. Yeah. And that was the shit that just enraged me. Like, fam, not one of them. Like, come on, dog. And then the niggas standing around filming it. Niggas put their phones in her face while she knocked out cold on the ground.
I cut it off before I got to that part because I was like, I'm not going to stick around to see you niggas go full nigger in the situation.
Yeah, it just, I got sisters. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I got a lady. I got women I'm friends with. I got women I care about. I
Man, the whole scene of
please don't put me in that position ever.
Right.
Where like my sister's laid out cold. Oh, like Because I'm like you always talk about. I'll go do them little years.
That little 25 or whatever, like some shit.
Because it's just some things is just bigger than this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
My run only pay $8.5 right now. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? I got bullshit run for this ring. Let's go. Like, we can't do that, though. And any nigga I'm around, any nigga I'm cool. If I'd have seen that video and it was you, this shit, I'm cool, dog. Because you somewhere I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like this. When you have a life and you have things to lose, it's just a certain way you move and a certain conduct certain way you conduct yourself.
Absolutely.
When you go out into the world. Like right now, I'm going through a situation, I've spoken on it. I'm trying to get a job overseas, so I'm going through a government investigation right now. Do you know how these motherfuckers would look if a video pop up through the investigation of me punching bitches lights out?
Chick with a tiger uppercut on the beach. You're probably not getting that job.
The investigation is closed. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, we had the investigation open. We just closed it.
Yeah, it's done.
Enjoy
you understand
yourself.
what I'm saying? And I said it the other day, like with us, when we went down there, we rented all the car shit. I wish Losa, one of them, would have been like, yo, like I'm trying, like, yo, come with me, man. We about to rumble these niggas. I'll meet you there. We get the car out of LA. I'll meet you. I'll pull right down there. I'm not going down there. You out of your fucking mind? And that's what I mean. Like, these people go to Miami. Just keep it a bean. Motherfuckers be 8, 9 to a room.
Facts.
They got no cash on them. It was a motherfucker who went down that year with us, and motherfuckers was like rumbling. Oh, he only came down with $200, and I'm just like, what are you trying to get? Like one hookah?
Chlamydia.
Like
all you getting in Miami for $200 is an STD.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, a STI.
Real shit.
A curable sexually transmitted infection.
Like you gonna fuck around and get chlamydia and mesothelioma fucking around down here. It's just hookah and hose. Like you tripping.
What, hookah $80.
Yeah, like it's just like watching the shit go on. It's just like, damn, where y'all staying at?
Yeah.
Last time me and Lee went down there, we stayed 33rd floor at Epic, the club level. It was free food and open bar all day, 24 hours a day. I'm not going to jail.
That's how I was when I went to when I just went to Cabo, not Cabo, Cancun.
It was
Riviera St. Maya.
Endless bottomless mimosas, open bar until midnight, and then it was free food every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And it wasn't like bullshit. Like they was putting out exquisite. Like all you had to do was come back to the hotel. You could eat and drink for free. All the fuck you want to staying on the club level. It's like I'm not going to jail tonight. I remember when the cops pulled me over because I was speeding. Just funniest shit ever. John and JT, they had a ZL1 Camaro drop top. Funny, they had Keisha and Butt with them in the car. So I pulled up in the Maserati. John said, fuck out of here, nigga, I'll smoke you. I'm like, what? Skate the fuck off. Undercovers come out of the fucking bushes in a Ford Fusion, throw their lights on. So I see it, I pull over. John and them pull up laughing, skate the fuck off. All right, cool. So the cop come up, he like, yo, what you doing, man? As I explained it to him, I'm like, look, yeah, I'm down here on vacation, whatever. I'm a commercial driver from Philly. I got a CDL. I drive a bus in Philly, da-da-da. He like, all right, well, look, man, like, we clocked you at 93. Like, you know, we clock you at 100, we take the car here. Oh, like, shit. No, that's like a rule. Like, they get you at 100, they impound the car, you go to fucking Broward County, I think you in, or whatever the fuck it is. He like, we take you straight in. Like at 100, we, you know what I'm saying? So he like, I understand you down here having your little fun. I can see you not inebriated, whatever. Have fun, but
slow the fuck down.
I'm like, no, I got you. You know, I understand. And I thank you for the warning, the heads up, whatever. So I know to keep it at 99 and below. You know, he started cracking the fuck up, whatever. So he let me go. So I meet up with John and JT. Here go JT. Why you ain't burn the cop? I'm like, pardon?
What?
I'm like, pardon? He was like, yeah, nigga, you got the fucking Maserati. It was in a Fusion. Smoke them niggas. I'm like, I got to go to work on Monday. Like, what? Like,
it's nothing thorough about being locked up, period, let alone locked up out of state.
So he was like, nigga, you never seen the shit with Dre with the Testarossa when he went on the chase with the cops? I'm like, Dre that sells headphones? Are you talking about Andre that came the fuck down? I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm like, you're comparing me to a fucking like multi-platinum.
You do know that he got pulled over, got the shit beat out of him after that too,
and
right?
went to jail for 5 months. It's like that shit wasn't just over.
It was like, oh shit, you right. He did get his cranium cracked. Damn, my bad.
And it's like, if I didn't have a job to go to Monday or a home to come back to or a family that cared about me, I'd have punched the fucking pedal and been the fuck out of here. But no, I got shit to go back to. So it's like, yeah, no, we can have fun and do what we do, but we got to remember we got things to do outside of it.
And that's a higher purpose.
And that's where it's like a lot of this shit that go on now in like just young life. They really just don't have a purpose.
They just freestyling their way through life. Majority of them on spring break and don't go to college. You on spring break being a menace and you don't go to you're not affiliated with no university. Oh yeah, no, I got 2 semesters of community under my belt, but I'm about to go back. I gotta retake the ACT, and then I'm gonna get my thing back going. But if that don't work, then they got a program at the RA.
I tried to sneak in a little drink. I almost fucking choked.
Like
last night in the casino, Ron was like, "Yo, what the fuck is going on in Miami? And all this crazy shit is going on." And I was like, "It's spring break." Ron was like, "It can't be spring break. It's 40-year-old niggas I follow down there." I'm like, they fucking losers, right? He was cracking the fuck up. He was like, no, it's like 40-year-old motherfuckers I follow down there. I'm like, they losers.
Can't be spring break.
I'm like, the fuck you talking about? I'm like, it's spring break, dog. I'm positive. He was like, oh, I thought it was the weekend that everybody go down. I'm like, no, that shit ain't till April.
Into April, baby.
And it's funny because the motherfucker I went down there with hit me recently and was like, yo, we gonna go down for the weekend, you know what I'm saying, this week. We gonna pull the whips out, like, yo, pull up. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I'll let you know. I know I'm not going, but I'm like, I'll let you know. That day, and this is exactly why I know I'm not going to this shit ever again. This is just how bad. When we went, I don't want to say like the upper echelon and no shit like that, but he's an older dude. Like, he's older than us. So his crew is naturally older. The women, everything is older. So we were like the young guys that were there that year. Because they're 10, 15 years older than us, some of these motherfuckers. So we were like the young dudes. And you saw the manner in which we showed up. We not here on some stupid shit. We not here running out on tabs and none of that goofy ass shit. We threw a house party there. You know what I mean? We here to have fun just like y'all, and we gonna fuck with y'all and whatever. Over the years, I've watched it. He makes his money, and I'm happy for that, and I'll never hate on that. Yeah. But just, I know I can't be a part of the festivities with the deterioration of the ethics for the people. Once the bossy shit happened,
it's over.
Yeah, this is in the bushes.
Yeah.
So that day when he was like, yo, we gonna go down there, I'm just like, I'll let you know. I'm driving the 6, coming from Shellingham Mall to Brawnoni. Yeah. Chick get on the bus. She like, I ain't got no fare. I left my trizzy at the house. I'm going to Brawnoni. I'm like, all right, whatever. I don't think none of it. She go sit down and hit the 6. We get to Brawnoni. People getting off the bus. Her hair is all over the place. Weave just a fucking mess. Uggs just smoked. Phone screen cracked. She ain't had no fare to get on the motherfucking bus. She on the phone with the earphones in there. She get off the bus like, yeah, we going down for so-and-so weekend this year, right? Yeah, we turning up. We gonna burn Miami down. I'm just like,
probably not.
Pathetic. But hearing her say that was just like reassuring to me, like as to why
it's not the right move.
What are we gonna do in the same space?
Nothing.
You can't afford to get on the bus.
Listen,
why do you even want to go to Miami?
Because I gotta be in the mix, baby.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. We was like, my next vacation, we've narrowed it down now to Barcelona, Bali, or Italy. I'm not going till I got certain things. You know, you just don't make certain moves until. But these people legit
all the time. I ain't going to Delaware with like under $300 in my pocket. So y'all, why would you go 787 miles or however many fucking miles is away from home, and you got $40?
I think Miami to here is 1,200,
like
something like that.
Atlanta 787. So it's like, why would you go that long of a distance with $240 or some shit like that? Like, what are you looking to
because them flights is 109 on that airline where you gotta sit Indian style and tuck your shit in. The
Spirit Airlines.
Strap yourself to the
wall. you got to bring your own duct tape to strap you into the motherfucking
Remember that
seat.
fucking ride at the county fair to join the Gravitron, the zero Gravitron joint? You got to strap yourself to the wall like on the fucking Gravitron and fly like this the whole way down.
Fucking Gravitron. But yeah, no, them flights is cheap. They be 9 in a room. Motherfuckers legit like, yo, bro, hearing the young niggas say, bro, listen, bro, like, I be like, oh my God, that shit, like, you know, I'm up Raw and Only now. Yeah. So it's like, hearing it is like,
Raw and Only is the epicenter of negativity.
I didn't realize how bad it was.
It's negativity north.
I told you the other day, I walked into Dunkin' Donuts to go get a coffee. The young boys is out there, yo, I got, what do you say? I got Nick Salau, OG. The boy was like, yo, I got 8 for 15, big dog. And I'm just like, I'm a bus driver. Y'all out here saying this shit to old ladies, anybody that walk past, they letting them know. And what's crazy is I'm just like, I'm a bus driver, dog. I can't get into that shit. Then I got inside, I'm like, 8 for 15?
At least when they look at it.
Yeah, it's not a bad deal.
Hey, man, listen, you know.
Let me talk to you, young man.
Yeah. Like, I might know somebody that could take part in your services. You know, if it's the actual 8 for the 15, let me see it.
But yeah, I look at just a lot of things that go on in life, man, and we got to do better as just a people.
Yeah.
We owe it to ourselves. It's like, if you want to go to Miami, and people always be like, oh, y'all hype about Miami. Miami's a fucking nice place. It is. The water's nice. The beach is nice.
Down there.
We talk about it all the fucking time. Like, if this whole overseas shit pop and we finally done and come back, probably gonna get a condo in Miami. That's where I want to be at. Like, it's a nice place. I don't know if I'd be like right there in Miami, but like, maybe like once you go past like Ball Harbor, like going up towards like 94th, 95th, something up there, or even like Naples, Florida, something like that. Like
my homie just moved to Tampa. He in love with it. He said, I'm never coming home.
Something where you close to the water and you ain't got to be near the foolishness. You know, I don't want nothing on Biscayne. I don't want to be near none of that foolishness with the heat games and all that wild shit. But it's a nice area. Cars, the women, you know, it's a lot of foreigners, you know, the Cubanos and all of that shit is always an event. You know, if you like club life, I don't really care for it, but we was talking about that the other day. It's like 2 places for black people to go here. You know what I'm saying? On some like nice upscale. Like somebody the other day was saying how Lucky Strikes, when they opened, had a dress code. And now they're like preying on like the young urban crowd to keep the doors open. And it's just like, it's like, it's Philly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Rob was even saying that about Volt when he first started DJing. They were trying to do like the upscale events for blacks, but Rob was like, you realize there's only like 9 of them in the city. You're like, you can't, you know?
You do that shit for 3 months, and then them same 9 motherfuckers come and bring 8 friends with them, and then you realize, like, damn, we not making no money.
Yeah, like it's not DC.
We need the bottle poppers in here. Call DJ Boo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same cycle every time. Noto was going through the shit right now. All right, like with Noto. When Noto first came into the market, it was all this hoopla about this club, and they bought the building and had to get it rezoned and this and that, and they spent $3 million and whoop-de-wop and all this cute shit. And now they got all urban promoters now. Every day of the week is urban.
How about Thursday, it? I Friday, remember Saturday, when Noto first popped, y'all was saying how it's going to be like a no-nonsense, no-nigga type place. Nigga night. That's where we started that. Yeah,
they was doing Thursdays and Sundays. They Friday was EDM, and then they Saturday was like pop top 40 acts and shit like that. And then you realize, like, damn, white kids come in here, or even if they, you know, young white young professionals, they come in here, they buy a bottle of Goose or Kettle or something like that. Yeah. They not buying 14 bottles of Ace of Spade. You know why? Because they not stupid like us. And once you realize like that the black consumer is like a fucking idiot, and we buy shit that's dumb and regrettable and all of that shit, and it's like, oh yeah, and guess what we do? We come with cash money.
Jules was saying how he go to the clubs in Qatar and they see you and you just like a black dude, and they like fuck. He said they be sending you bottles, Lumador, motherfucking Julio. Yeah. He's like, they just send that like just fucking with you. Like, we all getting paper out here. We see you, big dog. Like, right. And he's like, that shit's just not normal. Like over here, like you go to
they prey on you here.
They lay right on you. Yeah,
they right on you. They's like, yo, these niggas over here in the corner are going to buy 1942s. Like, they're idiots.
Yeah, I was telling Rod last night. I'm like, yo, like actually walking through Sugar House, like see, because I never go to actual tables in there, but seeing the crap tables, seeing the blackjack tables, seeing the slot area, seeing what's the game with the spinning wheel they like? Roulette. Seeing those tables and watching the cigarette smoke and the black and mild smoke, my eyes was like hurting by the time I walked through there. And I'm like, yo, you go to a roulette table, it's 2 people gambling, the whole table's packed.
Yeah.
You go to a blackjack table, it's 10 chairs at the table. It's only 6 motherfucking spots.
Niggas pulled up chairs.
Motherfuckers pull up. The one nigga pulled up to the table. He's like, what's up with you, bro? Came over, you know what I'm saying, give you some luck. Sat down, and he had a bunch of Lucy's that he just put on the table, and he just... Yeah, dog, but you now double down on that, dog. I'm just like, yo, this shit is crazy. And I told Rob, I wouldn't even want to win no jackpots. I'd be pissed. Like if I won something,
Nightmare.
I'm like, fuck. Now I gotta get out of here. Like, it's crazy watching just the in the wayness of it all. But the Miami shit this past week was it was sad. Watching
it was like a new video every hour.
That shit with the baby just sparked before I came in here. So who knows what's gonna be on the nightly nigga news when we get out of this joint. But yeah, no, it's like, why is it that black folks, young black folks in particular, can't just go anywhere and have fun, not no violence, not no fights? And just go home and fuck who you want to fuck, do whatever you want to do. Like, I don't understand why y'all have... They said there was somebody was rumbling in your joint the other night. And it was just like...
Oh, on Friday?
They said somebody got lumped up.
Yeah. No, listen, so...
I seen people talking about it on Twitter.
Yeah, my homies beat some niggas to death. Like, it was one nigga against like 33 people. And they beat that nigga to death. They hit him with chairs and everything. And you know what happened? They cut the music up and threw his ass out. He's like, oh yeah, why you bothering them good people? Enjoy your fucking night outside, cuz.
Yeah, that should be wild. Like, motherfuckers come out with the... I told you I watched motherfuckers. We went into Julie's back in the day. He took the gun and put it on a string and put it on like you know, you had the Key Jones, what they call them? The
lanyard.
Lanyards. He had one of them, and he put the gun on that and put it behind his back and had a turtleneck. And I'm just like, that ain't it. And he was like, no, you can't see this, John, can you? And we was like, not really, but still. So he unzipped the turtleneck, took the shit down, and put the gun in his hat. And was like, how does this look? And we was just like,
how does this look? That ain't it either.
We was like, more that more ain't it. Go back to the lanyard and the turtleneck.
Yeah, listen though, one time, right, back when me and Boo had the mez or whatever, somebody he know, motherfucker really came in there, put the gun on a lanyard joint and got in. Like the security patted him. And didn't peep it was a gun. They just took that. It was just like, whatever, like a work ID or some shit like that. And he got in and called Boo, like, yo, come here. I got this joint in here. It was like a big ass 45. Like, how y'all didn't realize this nigga had a gun on his neck?
And it's wild when you sit back and really think about it. Like, you get a gun into like somewhere you don't need a gun. Then what?
Yeah. Now you on edge all night because you got the burner. Now it's everything that's maybe something that's not something, it becomes something now. So now you like super on edge, defensive, edgy because you know you got the joint on you. The rapper The Baby was talking about this on the Breakfast Club, and he was basically saying like he was he had a situation where he shot two niggas at a Walmart.
I seen people talking about that. What exactly happened?
So basically, in this situation, he's in Walmart with his infant daughter and his baby mom. Mm-hmm. So he walking around the joint, whatever. He's like, I'm kissing on my daughter and baby talk and this and that. He's like, and it's like these two young boys like walk past me in the aisle and they like mugging, and I can tell like. It's a problem. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and I don't know these motherfuckers. I never met them before, never seen them before, nothing. But I can just tell it's a problem. He said, so then I'm at another aisle. Here these niggas come again. He said, so finally, like, they walk up on me and say, he said, listen, bro, I'm here with my family, blah, blah, blah. Let's go outside. He said, so.
Why were they mugging him, though?
Because the young boy had the gun and he was on some, like, I'm gonna press somebody, like, just on some crazy shit. So he said, yo, he's like, all right, man. He's like, listen, go outside. Like, let's take it outside. I'm saying, I'm with my family. Well, we can do whatever y'all want to do. Let's take it outside. He said, so he tell his baby mom, take his daughter the whole opposite way of where he going. I'm going out front, go to the back of the store or whatever like that. So they get out front. He said the young boy draw down on him, blah, 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 blah. Light his ass up. He's like, he don't think I got it on me. He said, I really do this. Like I really know how to shoot. He's like, yeah, he didn't think I had the joint on me. I upped the pistol and spanked him. He's like, open and shut case. It's over. He's like, police show up. They ask questions. Legal registered firearm. He got a gun right there. He tried to draw down on me. Murdered his ass. It's over. Ain't nothing to talk about.
So what happened to the other young boy?
He ended up one of them died and the other one got hit.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, that's just a situation that's not even about nothing. Like, I'm with he's like, I'm a cold sucker for my daughter, for my children. He said, so I'm in Walmart at 3 in the afternoon, like prime time on Saturday.
Yeah.
Motherfucker tried to pull a gun on me. Murdered his ass.
That's wild. That like happened like that. You know what I'm saying?
You imagine you going, like you wake up and you're in no way in your day are you like, I'm gonna have to kill a nigga at Walmart.
I mean, honestly, like after the whole shit with New Zealand this weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, this past week. Rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives with that
It says
situation.
up to 50 people dead or wounded.
50 people dead for sure.
Oh, it's dead then?
Yeah, more wounded. And you want to talk about the backstory first and then get into the afterwards with the gun shit,
so
I guess.
apparently the guy that did it, I don't necessarily know if I want to say his name or not. I'm trying to give this idiot no publicity, but he basically is a Australian citizen. He wrote an 87-page manifesto filled with anti-Muslim and anti-immigrant sentiments, and he went into a mosque in Christchurch, New Zealand, and killed 50 people. The youngest victim of the 50 people, 3 years old.
Yeah.
And this is just literally somebody woke up one day, decided, I'm going to this mosque, I'm going to kill everybody in this joint, and he live streamed it on Facebook.
Had a GoPro on his fucking helmet.
He had a GoPro on his helmet, live
Did you see the guns?
Yeah.
The guns.
Army guns.
The guns had previous killers' names written on them. It's just like, this bull was just like nuts.
Yeah.
And the wildest part I thought of the manifesto was, he said his biggest, he basically praised Donald Trump and said that his biggest influence was Candace Owens. And I was just like, What? And then they told that to Candace Owens and she laughed. And I'm just like,
she's a very detached human.
I'm like, yo, 2019 just is throw it.
Just get it out.
Throw it in the trash, dog.
2019 is on some bullshit.
So this motherfucker goes. They went into two different mosques. It was two different mosques that they did it at.
I saw the one video and it was just like the crazy.
I didn't even watch.
shit
I couldn't watch. I told myself I'm not watching it. Like I saw it come across the timeline. Like everything comes across the timeline. I saw on Twitter. I saw the link. Skipped right over it. Said I'm cool. Like I'm not watching. I don't want to watch that. Yeah. Like I'm cool on that. But he went in the mosque, started shooting. I saw that video and I saw it on CBS because they was like, we're only going to show you him getting out the car, talking. He was talking, like, to the camera. Yeah. Got out the car, got the gun. They showed him walk into the mosque and pick the gun up. It went off. Then it showed he came back out to the car to get the other gun. And I'm just like, this boy was fucking.
I just seen him unloading, reloading, and all that. I ain't see him go get the other
He
gun.
came back out because you can't carry two rifles and unload them and load them. And that's how I got hit in a Super Soaker fight back in the day. My dumb ass... We used to have Super Soaker fights, like big as shit in my neighborhood. Yeah. I had two XP 300s thinking I'm about to tear it up. Came out the crib like, yeah, what's up? Not realizing I can't pump the water if I'm holding two guns, all fucking stupid.
It's like, damn.
Yeah, but that's he came back and got the other joint and went back in, and it's just like, fam, I like that hatred, that like for you to go into a place of prayer and worship.
You know it ain't no guns in here. You didn't go into a cave in Afghanistan or no shit like that.
He did it while they were holding service.
Right.
It's just like...
Yeah, it's a crazy situation. But yeah, I watched it. I'm like, this is the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I'm not watching it. I'm cool on that. I said there's no way on earth I'm watching that. Like, I won't even turn that shit on. Because it's just like, what for what? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just... and the wild part about it all is that he's alive. Yeah. And I'm just like, how?
But here's the thing. With these mass shootings, right? Why do the person always get taken alive? Like, and it's like, we want to talk to him and find out what he was thinking and this and that. Like, no. Kill his ass, open and shut case is over now. It's nothing to talk about.
And the New Zealand Attorney General came out the next day and said that they've banned semi-automatic weapons in New Zealand. And everybody was going crazy like, oh, you see, that's how it works when you care about your people. America is trash. You know, y'all let the gun lobbyists and the NRA and shit control us. And I'm like, I'm partial because I understand that. But I also understand what just happened with the baby. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That makes sense? You ban semi-automatic weapons, right? Handguns, rifles, shotguns, shit that's not rapid fire because that's military shit, whatever, class 3 weapons. You ban semi-automatic weapons. You've made me as a civilian, or Taylor as a civilian, or Lee as a civilian, or you've made me now complete food to the criminal underworld.
Yeah, because they're going to get what they need to get regardless.
Because y'all ban weapons, the criminals aren't going to be like, oh, cool, we bring them right down there. You know what I'm saying? All you've done is made me now a criminal for carrying a gun in defense.
Yeah, because now the criminals know what you don't have. You're at an automatic disadvantage.
Right.
Even if you got a gun, you ain't got this motherfucker.
Right. Like the baby said, he didn't think I had it on me and I do this.
Yeah.
And it's just like, like, it's funny because I remember when I met Lee, she didn't like guns. You know what I'm saying? And like, we go to the range, all that shit. Like, and I tell my sisters all the time, every woman I know, get a gun. Yeah. Learn how to shoot. Keep that shit on you and do not have it on safety. Keep it in your purse, in your waistband, whatever you need to do. It's 2019. It's complete trash. And women got it even harder because you got to go through the whole element of dealing with men and all their craziness. I know women who have been assaulted for not giving up their phone number to a nigga.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, you got to live like that as a woman out here now.
Yeah, you got to be constantly on defense.
Killer Mike was saying how his wife be making him carry her purse when they together. And he was like, it's kind of, that's the emasculating part of, being with a woman or whatever. But he's like, her gun being there, so I feel a little bit more tougher. You know what I'm saying? But he like, like she carry a biscuit around all this because motherfuckers out here are retarded. And they know you Killer Mike wife. And they know you riding around in this motherfucking Hellcat and got that big rock on and that Cartier bracelet. Like, motherfuckers, granted, I ain't no motherfucking kingpin or nothing like that, but I get a lot of respect because I give a lot of respect. But at the same time, one of these little dumb hungry niggas that ain't got nothing to lose, nothing to live for.
Because they're not thinking about who you are or what the repercussion is for doing what they doing. They can't see past tomorrow.
No.
So it doesn't matter. They gonna jump out there and do some crazy shit. Same way with the fucking shit with going on in New York right now with them blood kids and YB and Almighty J and this, that, and the third. Yeah. They're not, when they're doing what they're doing, they're not thinking Jay Prince and his sons are connected to what we about to do. They saw a lick and they hit a lick. That was all. Mm-hmm. All of the other ancillary shit that happened in the course of it, the kid getting cut and getting the shit beat out of him, that was only done with the end result in mind, which is we about to hit this motherfucking lick. This nigga in here shopping, he's out of bounds, he lacking, we gonna lick this motherfucker. Right. That's all that was. It's plain and simple. The streets are going to eat.
And I know sometimes the lick go over, sometimes it don't.
Sometimes
y'all gotta come and have a powwow and give up some of the lickings. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's just the way it goes.
Sometimes shit gotta come back. But what I was saying all week on social media was like, yo, these kids is poor, impoverished kids. The South Bronx is one of the most impoverished neighborhoods in the whole entire United States of America. These kids are dealing with and living with constant forms of despair. They look outside their window and literally see nothing.
Right.
There's no opportunity. There ain't no motherfucking job. It ain't nothing out there but a gun and some drugs for you. That's it in the South Bronx.
One of my favorite Nas songs ever is Memory Lane off of Illmatic. That shit made Nas like a, And on that song, he said, 1 for the money, 2 for the pussy and foreign cars, 3 for Alizé niggas deceased behind bars. I rap divine, God, check the prognosis. Is this real or showbiz? My window faces shootouts and drug overdoses. Live amongst no roses, only the drama. And that line always stuck with me. He's like, people wonder if this is for showbiz. Like, nigga, I live in Queensbridge projects. Yeah. My window faces shootouts and drug overdoses. I live amongst no roses, only the drama.
Real shit.
For real, nickel plate is my fate. My medicine is the ganja. Here's my base. Don't let me get started. But yeah, that's real. Like when you in that 24/7,
you don't give a fuck. You're not thinking about some 54-year-old man that's literally thousands of miles away. When I could walk outside and get I'm warring with the niggas from across the street. Mm-hmm. I could die at any time. I don't give a. So it's not a thing of, oh, they need this. They don't know and don't care.
Right.
They are living in a fucking active war zone.
Right.
They could get killed by a motherfucker across the street, motherfucker around the corner, motherfucker 4 blocks down. The police could fuck around and kill them. They got all of this shit going on. So the least of their worries is we got to deal with motherfucking Jay Prince putting out a courtesy call or whatever the fuck you're gonna do. They don't care. I'm like, bruh, When that robbery took place, whatever valuables he had was instantly pawned off in a millisecond. Yeah. I said, so yeah, he gonna get the chain back
for pennies on the dollar.
So yeah, you gonna get the chain back, but you ain't getting it from them.
No,
you gonna get it from some jeweler or some rapper that want to play hero and went and bought the shit back, and that's how you gonna get it back. You ain't getting it from these little dirty niggas because they down on their motherfucking luck. Mm-hmm. So all of the social media antics and all of that and all of this you look crazy, and it goes back to what we were saying last week. Old niggas don't understand the internet.
Niggas don't get it at all. And it's funny because when I first saw it, I'm like, Jay Prince just sent a hint out over the gram, and I sent it to y'all, and I'm like, and then you gave your synopsis, and I'm just like, all right, yeah, I'm thinking like,
this ain't it.
Yeah, like you not over the gram.
You naming names. Which, if a motherfucker want to incriminate theyself, that's their business. But that doesn't, in street culture, that doesn't give you the right to turn around and name their name separately. Because the same odds that's on them may not be on you. You already have beaten the feds before. You're automatically on the Fed radar.
Right.
So anything that you say that look fishy or street related, the feds is like, Zay number 5. So now they're looking into this shit.
Right.
So you're not snitching. But you are speaking on shit that street niggas are not supposed to speak on.
The funniest part about it was he added Cardi B. I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
And Remy Ma. 2 women that just had fucking children.
I thought that was absolutely hilarious.
I was like, bro, what is you doing? Then, to even show how much old niggas don't understand the internet, you had to turn around and double down with another post because...
I didn't see the second one.
He had a second post because... half the people didn't understand why you made the first fucking post. And it's like, bruh, if your words continue to get lost in translation, you need to get the fuck off the internet.
Yeah.
Like, if every time you put out a message or whatever, somebody's like, that don't sound, that you kind of bugging, that shit don't sound right, you probably need to stop doing that. You need to communicate in another form.
Yeah, I saw it. I'm like, I respect Jay Prince. You know I like Jay Prince a lot, but I'm just like, you gotta get off the internet.
You gotta get off the internet.
Like y'all have literally let the internet get y'all to where it's like it influences too much.
Yes.
And it's like, I know this might shock some of y'all because it's like Instagram is your number one like source for new things. It's your number one go-to whenever you start a business and want to get some info out there or whatever. But like, there's a whole world where the internet doesn't exist. A lot of the criminal world doesn't take place on the internet. A lot of the money,
well, it's not supposed to.
Stock exchanges, a lot of shit just doesn't happen on the net. So y'all need to stop living your lives where everything happens on the net. It's not realistic.
Absolutely.
Like if you got beef with somebody, that's one thing. If you get on Twitter and say, when I see at this nigga, it's on site, you no.
Right.
This ain't it now.
A charge usually follows something like that.
There is a trail now of this. Yeah. So when it go, you know what I mean?
But yeah, so that whole shit just turned into a fiasco, and I'm just like, I respect Jay Prince so much. I'm like, it's sad to see you going out like this. Like, and the second post was like, the nature of the second post was so different and so much more aggressive. And he's like, a lot of y'all didn't understand what I'm saying, and that's why y'all niggas is squares. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a bad look, big homie. Get off the internet, man. Log out.
Yeah, but my thing is, the way I feel about all of it is just to put a bow on it. I feel like I'm not in the NRA's pocket. I'm not a gun lobbyist. I'm not a gun manufacturer or shipper. I'm not making no money from that. So it's like, you know, I'm not one of them people where it's like I'm the NRA and a lot of these, different companies, they want to keep the shit rolling because it's $1 billion industry. Me, I just want to feel safe. I want the people in my life to feel safe. I want to, my old head used to live down the street from me. He always say you're supposed to have 4 guns in your life. You're supposed to have a shotgun for intruders. Somebody break into your house, you got to wake up the dead. Yeah. You can't get up. We're not playing fair. You came into my house.
Right.
You're not here for fucking milk and cookies.
Shit, that was another John. The baby, his second shooting, home invasion.
Yeah.
It's like 3 people broke in the crib, but he was like, the way that the house was, it was like a townhome or whatever. Okay. So the way it was set up, they didn't know like it was separate entrances and shit like that, or like he came in through the garage and they just didn't know. So they in the crib. So he said, I hear something. I'm just like, I know my brother at so-and-so. I just left him. It ain't no way because he would be such and such. He don't move that way around his house. He would announce himself. Whoop, why? He know it's XYZ in here. I need to light something the fuck up. He said, so I look, I see one of them, I reach around the corner, bang. He said, I just start letting the shit go. The rest of one of them get hit, the rest of them scattered, this and that. It's like, yo, you come in my crib, I'm not asking no questions. I'm just letting that shit go.
Mo had always said you supposed to have a shotgun for intruders coming in your crib because you supposed to, wake it up. You know what I'm saying? With that one, you should have a rifle for hunting. I mean, granted, we not doing much hunting. You should have a revolver for your wife and your children so they could get to that in the case something happens when you're not there and you're supposed to have your joint. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, And it's just like, I mean, granted, I'm a gun owner and I preach that to own weapons and shit, not to be outside shooting on fucking New Year's Eve or doing, shooting when the kids is getting out of school or any goofy shit, but just in protection matters. And I don't want to have that right taken away or see it diminished to where now you really done made things bad in an attempt to make things better.
Right.
Because all of the mass shootings and the school shootings, it's ridiculous. It's at a point now where it's disgusting, it's awful. But I don't necessarily think banning guns, because at the end of the day, guns have been here since the 1800s.
Right.
And the school shootings just cracked in the last 15, 20 years. So I think we need to do more work on the people.
More work on the people and on security protocols also.
I don't even think it's that, because let's just keep it a bean. I went to school. I went to Pepper. There weren't even metal detectors in there.
They had metal detectors at Central after a while.
When I went to Saw, we didn't get metal detectors till our 11th grade year. You had to come in a certain door and walk through the metal detectors before you could come into school. Yeah. But when I was there 9th and 10th grade, you could come in 80 different doors.
Yeah.
And that's just how it was, because the school was like a campus. So you could come in a bunch of different doors. But then 11th grade, you had to go around the NPR and come in. It was one door that let you in and let you out. Now, it's funny because I do the school tripper for Saul. When you go to Saul now, you can't even get in. You gotta buzz the main entrance door, which is right in the front, and they see you on camera. And if they deem you to be somebody who could get in,
let you in.
No, then they send the security to come get you and let you
in.
Dog, because I had to use the bathroom one day and I had to go through. I'm like, no, look, I got
the ball.
I got the name tag and the little
bus
camera,
ball.
like the bus right here, baby. I just gotta use the bathroom real quick. Bull came, he walked me to the bathroom and stood in the bathroom on some NCAA shit.
Right, you ain't grabbing none of these kids, bus driver.
I was telling him, like, I went here. He like, that's cool. Wash your hands, man. I'm like, no, like, I graduated in 02, baby. Like, this is my old locker. I told him, like, don't bullshit. This is my old locker. He like, that's what's up. You done? I'm like, yeah, no, I'm ready to go. He's all right, cool. Come on. I was like, I closed the door. He's like, I handle it. Come on. He let me out, and I'm talking about like on some lean on me shit.
Joe Clark shit.
Yeah.
Like, put the bolt lock on. This nigga might come back.
I don't know. Big boy kind of husky. I ain't trying to wrestle around with this nigga today. But no, it's like that, dog. Like, you can't you'll go to a daycare.
Nigga, fuck a daycare. I went to a hair salon one time to pick up something for one of my homegirls. The girl straight was like, we don't let men in.
Jazz be on that shit. Nah. You don't come to fucking in.
I'm like, yo, I'm here with the bankroll. I'm here to pay for some shit. Oh, hold on. Maybe you could come in.
Hair salons, daycares. I went with my homie to a daycare to pick his son up. And they knew who he's there all the time to pick his son up. And I came in with him and they like, who is this? And they like, it's my friend Matt. And they like, you got your ID with you? I'm like, I ain't got no kids to bring, put in the enrollment or nothing, but what's up? She's like, oh no, we just need the photocopy. They took a photocopy of my ID. And I was just like, because I was on to him like, do I even got my wallet? She's like, you got
to get the fuck out. You ain't got your wallet.
My wallet was in my back pocket. I'm like, oh no, I got it. Okay. I gave it to her. She's like, yeah, we'll make a photocopy of it, whatever. And
I think it's like the CCIS or some shit like that.
They don't fuck around. But it's crazy because when we were kids,
you walk anywhere, walk in anywhere, with anything.
Dog, I remember my neighbor came and picked me up from daycare one time. Mr. George came and Mr. George was a white guy. He came and picked us up from daycare. All right, take care. It was the 80s. This shit just wasn't going on. Like, now, everybody's so on edge because you just never know when the next massacre or the next motherfucking serious, insane kidnapping, you just don't know. And you look at the situation in New Zealand, it's like you going to pray. at your mosque.
Yeah, you totally are vulnerable. You're totally vulnerable in that situation.
You know, like you
in a house of worship.
If you are a gun carrier, that's the one place where you just like, I don't need to take the pistol right now, at least.
I'll leave it in the car, but I ain't bringing it in.
Then you look up and you got some crazy shit like that, and it's just, I don't know how it changes or how it gets better, but I'm speaking from the perspective of someone who owns guns, preaches gun ownership, and doesn't do anything stupid with a gun. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, you got motherfuckers like that be tweeting, and I keep the burn on me, so it's whatever. You don't have to tweet that as a grown man.
Definitely don't.
You don't have to say that as a grown man.
Because people have misconceptions about having licenses to carry and shit like that and what that means. And it's like, that ain't no open and shut case all the time. Yeah. Especially in a Commonwealth state. It's going to be a motherfucking investigation. You're going to have to answer some questions. You're going to have to explain some shit. You can't just go out here shooting motherfuckers because you got a license to carry. Like, it's not whatever because you got the gun license.
Like, if I have a license to carry and I shoot you after some words were exchanged and you pulled out a weapon, okay, cool. But if they go back and find tweets of me threatening you that I got
that was premeditated. That was a crime.
Yeah, at best manslaughter. It's just a lot of things play into it, and that's why we go back to the Jay Prince shit. You can't tell people they're gonna get theirs on the internet, and then they get theirs and be like, I ain't nothing to do with this.
Right. What did you mean by they gonna get theirs?
So pray for everybody in New Zealand, man. Pray for everybody who lost their life at that mosque.
Absolutely.
They were saying how people were diving and saving lives. It's just, it's wild because it's like since we've been doing this, it feels like we've talked about 15 different mass shootings.
12, 15 different ones. And it's just becoming more and more common. And it's just like, people are literally arming themselves to do as much damage as humanly possible to other people for no reason at all. And it's all like being propagandized, and it's just stuff that they're thinking or shit that they're reading and this and that, and it's just like creating all of this animosity amongst people that makes them want to go and harm other people for no reason at all.
Australian Senator Fraser Anning gave a speech yesterday where he said, the Muslims brought this on themselves. And the kid hit him with the egg. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what that was.
He was giving a speech, and he was talking on it, and he basically was saying how Muslims brought all of this on themselves for all of the years of terroristic stuff and all this. And the kid hit him with the egg in the back of the head, and he turned around, smacked the young boy up. And it's just like, you got people who in the face of this type shit will turn around and be like, see? They showed a video for one of Trump rallies before he was president where the dude in the audience, like, they was asking questions. White boy, he was like in Indiana, Iowa, one of them states. And the white boy was like, my biggest fear and thing I care about the most is the Muslims. We know the president is one, but what are we going to do to just get them out of here? And Trump was like, we're going to work very diligently on that. And I'm just like, how do you even have a response to some shit that ignorant? You know what I mean?
I was waiting for this question.
And it just is wild watching it. Did you see Trump made a little speech on it? And it's just, he was like, he didn't condemn white nationalism.
He never does.
He was like, it's a very small group of people. I don't want to say that's a terroristic group. And I'm just like, bruh.
He don't want to call nothing a terroristic group. He didn't want to call Charlottesville, Virginia a terroristic group, and he refused to condemn them, and he basically tried to call it down the middle.
My man had terrorist names painted on the gun.
That's clear.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Clear terrorism.
Nuts, man. And I don't know how it get better. You know what I mean? It's just, again, like, I want to see things get safer because at the end of the day, I remember the freedom we had as children. And that, again, plays into why a lot of these kids are so wound up and so angry. Yeah. They don't just get to do shit. Yeah. We got to go wherever. Wherever. We was just out. It wasn't no scary shit you had to worry about. You was just allowed to just had the biggest scare we had in Penrose was there was a mountain lion loose in the creek one time. I remember, get your ass in the house. Ain't no
mountain lion.
It's a mountain lion out there. I remember that. But just, You want to walk down to 84th Street or walk up to what was the park up 70th Street? Finnegan's to the pool? Go ahead.
Finnegan's a scumbag park.
Yeah, it's awful now. But yeah, no, you want to walk to Finnegan's? Go ahead. Y'all want to go to Sharon Hill? Go ahead. Because you just didn't have to worry about getting abducted and taken and shot up and all. Yeah, it just wasn't a worry. So now it's everything so on edge, and it's nuts. Like the parameters you have to go through for security, like going into an NBA game now is like, God damn, like it's crazy. Paul Mooney was like, I remember when getting on a plane used to be fun.
Yeah.
Like going to the airport was like a fun experience. He was like, now what? He was like, you go in there with shampoo, you might end up in a headlock. Like, that shit real.
Shit, motherfuckers used to fly cocaine on regular commercial airlines.
Dog.
And a carry-on.
Dog.
It was no sweat. Like, it was regular shit.
Nothing. Like, so, I don't know. But yeah, pray for them people, man, that lost their lives. That's
absolutely
tragic-ass situation. Where do you want to go in this? We still got the Y'all Weird. We still got... Yes, Jules, and we got...
Let's talk about the Yes, Jules shit.
I have no knowledge on it.
So the Yes, Jules was just on Highly Offensive, which is Murder Mook, Biscuit, and I forget the white guy's name. I don't mean to call him the white guy, but he's the white guy. They have this pod, and it's a really big podcast. Like, they've been number one on iTunes before and shit like that for certain interviews that they had on the podcast rankings and all of that. Like, it's a big fucking show. Right. And they had Yes Jules on the show. And Yes Jules, for those of you that don't know, is this young Puerto Rican and Italian woman. That's how she classified herself. She's from South Florida. She was doing like kickbacks and hosting concerts and stuff like that in the South Florida area.
Rolling Loud or some shit?
Yeah, exactly. Okay. She's affiliated with Rolling Loud. And she's like one of the main hosts and the curators for Rolling Loud, and she places artists on that show. And she does like styling and has relationships with Ronnie Feig and from Kith and this, that, and the third or whatever. So she was on the show. Yes, Jules is one of those white girls that likes to push the envelope and say and do inappropriate shit on the internet and then act like I don't know why I can't do that, or argue you down about how come y'all can say nigga but I can't, or how come I didn't say nigga, I posted a shirt that had nigga on it. It's not the same thing to me. Mm-hmm. And this is kind of like her pitch in what she's saying. And she talked about a situation she had with Joe Budden, Sin Santana, Scotty Beam, used to be on Hot 97, and Karen Civil. And she said that Scotty Beam and Karen Civil are jealous of me, and I don't know why, because I don't do what they do and they're not in my lane. But then you have tweets that are saying like all the black girls hate when I show up because all the brothers want to get with me because I'm a white girl with a big ass. And it's just like all this antagonistic shit on social media. Then you get on this platform and try to play the victim or play dumb.
Right.
And it's just like once the clips got out there, people lost their minds. But really what people super went batshit crazy over is Murder Mook is on the show and he's like straight soft shoeing, shucking and jiving for this white queen on the show. And he even went as far as to say, he said, what's your ethnicity? I'm Puerto Rican Italian. Oh, you Spanish to me, ma. Not knowing like what's the breakdown or whatever, because he's looking for a reason to give her a pass for the shit that she's saying, because one, she's a white woman with a big ass and he probably trying to fuck, and then two, because she's a big guest that he know is going to go viral and bring attention to his show. Okay. So he's just totally throwing him. He's got all the one-liners and he's just totally throwing himself under the bus. He's like, yeah, I got white friends that I grew up with that don't know they white. They say nigga all day long and it's just cool. Like, it's regular shit. I don't take offense to that. And he's just going off the rails about R. Kelly and it's a setup and all this crazy shit. I'm just like, what is this? Like, how did I get here? It's the worst 60 minutes of media in 15 years. Like, it's just an awful piece of media.
Mook is one of them people where it's like you, if you're not battle rapping Lux in the clothing store, we don't even need to
talk to you ever.
I think I'm just good.
Then once he got all the backlash, all the stupid shit he was saying, he went on Twitter and doubled down on the same stupid shit. Well, I think different than y'all. That doesn't different doesn't equal good.
I'm sick of that in 2019, where people are like,
I'm a free thinker.
I'm allowed to have my own opinion. If your opinion doesn't make any fucking sense.
Your opinion is dumb as fuck. I can have the opinion that Lionel Richie is greater than Michael Jackson. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's not a harmful opinion. When your opinions start to become harmful to other people and offend large segments of the population, you're not allowed to have those thoughts. Right. The reason why everybody got mad at Kanye for saying slavery was a choice is like, bruh, number one, you don't know what it's like to be a slave. Number two, your soft ass keeps comparing them not letting you design clothes to slavery. We don't want to hear that shit. You have rich people problems. We have poor people problems. Right. And 5, shut the fuck up.
It's like when I argue with old head in my job, Hig, all the time about sports, and he be like, LeBron, he awful, man. He not clutch. And I be like, you know, LeBron in a clutch, like in under 10 seconds, shots in his career, actually shoots a higher percentage than Jordan and Kobe. I think Jordan and Kobe combined in shots under 10 seconds left in a game. And he was like, that's your opinion. And I'm like, no, that's
I have the numbers. Here they are.
You can Google it. Like, it'll show it to you. You know what I'm saying? So we Google it and I show it to him and he like, man, I'm not believing that shit. I'm like, I don't. Well,
he asked for the information. Here it is.
And be like, that's an example of
fake news.
Yeah, like your opinion trying to outweigh fact.
Yeah, because people want to be quote unquote right more than they want to be factually correct.
Right.
And they just want to feel like what they think and how they feel is the right way.
It's like the whole weight loss shit that was going on these past couple of days. And it was wild because my man sent it to me because he had the surgery.
Okay.
You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Apologize for that. I'm fighting this cold shit off. But my homie sent it to me and was like, yo, they wilding like this in Philly. And I'm just like, yeah, cuz like.
You ain't know?
He on Twitter and he just was watching it. And I didn't even know what was happening until today.
Yeah, I don't pay these animals anymore.
I honestly didn't know till today. And then I seen it and I'm just like, oh, okay, you know. Because me, I just, you know, and I have people asking me that shit a lot now. And I say the same shit all the time. Like, I just don't care. Like, that's not for me to worry about, you know? And so basically they were basically saying how I saw one girl was like, niggas out here lying about having weight loss surgery. Then I saw another girl saying how niggas getting surgery now, they don't leave nothing to the bitches. And I'm like,
this ain't it.
I'm just like, this, y'all mixing apples and meatloafs. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, these ain't even, like, there's no parallel to this. You know what I'm saying?
It's no relatable situation to either of it.
I had one of my homegirls the other day, she was like, do it bother you that people are, like, treat you, do you feel that energy at all? And I was like, I don't feel anything from these niggas because I don't care. Yeah. And she was like, what you mean? I'm like, you got to understand something. And I can speak on it because I was there at one point where my doctor was actually mentioning it to me maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And I brushed it off because it was like, I was ignorant. I ain't getting no fucking surgery. That's for weirdos. You know, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. And then I literally got to a point where it's like, it's my health and me being able to live a productive, decent life or worrying about what anybody's going to say. Right. And then I had to come to the realization, I'm not Kanye West. I'm not Donald Trump. Yeah. I hear Kanye West all the time say, I don't care what y'all say as long as y'all say something. I'm not Ye.
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? And then I literally, and if y'all take nothing away from the show, take this away. I got to a point where I said to myself, fuck niggas. Bitches too. Jay-Z has a line for everything. He just does. He has lines that just perfectly express. And that's honestly where I've been for the last year and a half of my life.
Well, welcome to the club. I've been there since 2014.
Fuck niggas, bitches too. Yeah. If you are not my immediate family or my friend or anybody that like this, granted, you're my friend, but we have business together. If you're not anybody, my poker homie, if you do not add value to my life, I am cool. I don't have enough energy. Yeah. You don't want to fuck with me? Don't fuck with me. You don't want to like me? Don't like me.
Let me speak to
that
point.
But fuck you and bitches too.
Yeah.
I do not care. And that's honestly what I was saying about the whole situation. I said it to Luck the other day. I'm just like, y'all worried about shit from people who don't matter to you.
Yep.
Like if you really claim that these people don't matter and you above shit, be above it.
From people that don't matter, not even to you, don't matter at all. Yeah. Like nobody gives a fuck what they have to say. Like outside of their inner circle of friends, nobody subscribes to their opinion or theories on anything.
It's funny because I was saying it to Lee when the whole shit happened with the girl with the blog. They made a blog, and I'm like, this is Earth. We live on Earth. So you have to understand that there's going to be backlash, negative opinions for everything. Everything. Floyd Mayweather is the greatest defensive fighter to ever lace up boxing gloves. It's not even close. Not even close. 21 titles, 5 different weight classes, spotless undefeated record against everybody in the fucking business, and he made $1 billion doing it. To the point where he has his own promotion line. He got away from HBO, got away from Bob Arum, and didn't have to fuck with Golden Boy. That man did it to death.
He ended HBO boxing by moving off of it.
Put him in the dirt. In the words of Alpha Mega.
There is no more HBO boxing. It's over, y'all. In case y'all don't know.
And there's people who cannot stand Floyd Mayweather and think he a bum and think he... That's life.
Yeah.
There are people who don't like Jordan. There are people who don't like Michael Jackson. There are people who don't like Jay-Z. There are people who do not like Jesus. Get over yourself.
Yeah, real shit.
Fuck niggas. Listen, bitches too. I came if you not for me, I don't care.
Listen, I came to that conclusion in 2014. I talk about it all the time. I'm very transparent about the fact that I totally went broke in 2013, and partially was due to the fact that I invested pretty much all of my savings into a business venture that I had with some people and some artists and shit like that. And these are people that was extremely close to me. And I'm literally like $1,000 here, $2,000 here, $5,000 here, and I'm constantly kicking money out. But when money is getting made, we do an event and money gets generated. Instead of me saying, "Oh, well, y'all owe me XYZ because this and that, and I paid for this and that," and itemizing my expenses, I broke bread with the team. Yeah. We win together, we lose together. I'm willing to be the quarterback for this shit and take all of the fucking claim if we win and take twice of the blame if we lose. So it's whatever. We make money, I break it down. When I gotta spend money, I spend the motherfucking money. And I got fucked up, and motherfuckers straight told me, "Damn, that's crazy. Hope you get back." You know what I'm saying? And chuck me the deuces. And this is people that not only do I have a business relationship, I got a personal relationship with. Yeah. So when I realized, like, yo, nobody gives a fuck about your problems or what you're going through, and most people aren't willing to stick their head out and lay their shit on the line the same way that you are for them, it's like all you got is yourself, really. You know what I mean? And that's all you can really rely on. So it's like you can't put too much stock in the people and what they think. Or all a motherfucker trying to do really is get through the day.
Yeah.
My cousin Stevie G tell me all the time, the average motherfucker want to go to work, make enough money to pay their bills and have a little extras left over. If and when they can make a lot of money or become wildly successful, whatever, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
But for the most part, all they're worried about is what goes on in their fucking household on a day-to-day basis, and do I got enough money left over at the end of the month to get a pair of Balenciagas?
Yeah, and it's wild. Like, I watched just how many people I know that were affected with the World Star comments, and I wasn't.
Right.
And I told you, I literally had to stop people. Like, yo, stop arguing. You look crazy. Why are you arguing with them?
Talking to these crazy
and even Luck was like, "No, man, like, boy, in there talking about you still fat." And I'm like, psst. I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, whispers, like, let him cook. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
and I realized it in that moment. Yeah. Like, damn, I've really, like, you know how, like, the hiker reaches Mount Everest, the peak, and puts the flag? Like,
I've really reached the summit.
I've reached the summit of not caring about what people who aren't my folk say. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And I made a decision based on me, Lee, my sisters, my dad, her mom, my close friends, everything I had going on in my life, and was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm not doing it because of you over there, right, or to appease you or to piss you off or anything like that. I'm doing it for this. I saw somebody today tweet, "Oh, y'all was fat. Now it's all about your health." It's like, that's kind of how life works.
You usually bottom out and then you bounce back. I was up. I bottomed out, went fucking broke, and then I bounced back. And now I have 10 times more than I had before.
It's like when niggas come home from jail and you're still eating Chi-Chi's. Like, bruh, go make a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Why? Like,
stop fucking eating all your nephew's Cheetos, nigga. Making Chi-Chi's.
Like, and that goes to when I see them bringing up old tweets from Kevin Durant or old tweet from Bryce Harper from 2012. Yeah. You know people are allowed to change. In fact, in life on earth, you're supposed to change. Have you ever thought about that? But the thing is, y'all are so ignorant and corroded and disgusting. It never changes. Yeah. It's passed down from your parents, and then you pass it on to your young. And that's what I had to tell Luck. I'm like, these people that y'all care about on the internet, and y'all look up, y'all like they tweets and like they Instagram posts and all that shit. These people are poor as shit. And whenever I say poor, I'm never talking about monetarily. Right. I'm talking about emotionally.
I be talking about monetarily.
I'm talking about emotionally, spiritually, mentally. These people are in the toilets. They have piss poor relationships with their parents. They have piss poor relationships with their own children. A lot of these people, their own mothers and brothers and shit don't even fuck with them. It's because they do a lot of dumb shit and do too much of it to too many people that family be like, I'm cool on you. Right. You know what I'm saying? We all have growing pains in life. So it's normal for you to make a mistake or whatever. I remember at one point I probably was a burden, but I'm not. Right. I'm a grown man. I'm self-sufficient. I work. I do what I want to do. I do what, my dad hit me the other day, like, asking the actual factuals about the whole Qatar situation. He's like, I hope it happens, whatever. And it's just like, he ain't got nothing to do with this. Right. This is for me. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I literally got to a point where it's like, I make decisions now based off of me. My immediate family is me and her. Yeah. And that's that. I don't have kids, so it's like I make decisions in the dog. You know what I'm saying? Like I make decisions based off of that. Yeah. And then after that, it's my family, my sisters, her mom, my pop, then it's my friends and my close friends, lifelong, Jules, you, Rob, Maul. Like, I don't give a fuck about somebody in Iowa, let alone motherfucker on 29th and anything. You know what I'm saying? Some block I've never been on. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying. And that's people have literally gotten to the point where they like, my tweets and my posts shake the table and move the needle. And it's just like, no, you just look like a dickhead. Yeah,
you know what the saddest part about some of this shit be with people is like, sometimes with people, no matter what they accomplish, how much they level up, they still just a miserable ass, nasty ass person and just love to harp on bullshit and harbor resentment and hate on people, and they're just a nasty ass person. And it's like, yo, nothing will make you happy. You making more money, you having success, and you still just a nasty ass person.
It's funny because a guy in my job, he went through the procedure that I went through, and he did it maybe, I want to say 2.5 months before I did, and he kind of like slacked off a little bit and started like not doing this and not doing that, whatever. And somebody at my job was like, damn, you had it after him and you like killing him. Like, you know what I'm saying? You done flew past him, and I'm just like, this shit ain't a race. Right. I'm not racing this nigga. Like, what are you talking about? And the average human mind is so, like, when you see like penny stock scams and all, you be like, I see how, like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because the average human mind is just so one-dimensional. Yeah. Like, I can only see what's in front of me, and I can't really put myself in. Have you ever thought about both of us are just in a healthier space?
We both made dramatic improvements from where we were.
How about that?
Nah. Killing him on the fat boy tip.
Yeah.
Smoking this nigga.
Y'all comparing this shit to women getting tummy tucks. It's like, no. Have you thought once that like somebody not having actual health issues is not the same as wanting to look good in a bikini in fucking Ocho's Rios? Yeah,
have
you ever thought about that?
Trying to establish better health in my cholesterol levels and blood pressure and like all, that's not the same as somebody who want to get on the gram and take pics and show their ass off. Like, it's not the same shit.
Dog. And I'm still not out the fucking woods. I'm still overweight. I'm like, it's just what it is. Right. But at the end of the day, I'm sleeping great. because I don't have the sleep apnea issue. I carried in boxes of shit from Sam's Club the other day, running up the steps with them. Energy just through the fucking roof. That would have been like an hour back in the day, because it's like mad trips where it's like, let me take a break. Yeah, I'll go back out there. You know, like I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't take blood pressure, man. Like, it's just for me, again, fuck niggas, bitches too, because I know in my heart when I made a great decision for me and mines. And that's what I told my homie the other day, because he hit me, and it's wild how many people have had it that I'm finding out now, because they've hit me like, yo, man, you know, the way you talk, man, that shit, you know, like I had it, you know, whatever. And, you know, I went through it, and, you know, I was kind of like a little embarrassed. And I'm like, what's to be embarrassed about?
Yeah.
Bitches literally go from fucking sweaters and fucking leggings all the time to no clothes when they go
ass naked.
Like, so, and you like, and I say, don't be embarrassed about that.
Yeah.
You saved up your money or worked hard or whatever the fuck you had to do to go get this, and that's where we've gotten in society. That's my knock on social media a little bit, is that people have become like shells of who they should be.
Yeah.
Stand on that shit. Live in it. You do this, so you make this motherfucking decision. Live in that shit.
That's my biggest issue with social media, is like the mob mentality, and that so many people just go with the popular opinion because they don't want to have to defend what they really think. And it's like, yo, you really don't have to defend anything to any of these fucking stupid ass people. Just articulate your point, and then you can just, hey, here's the thing, you can log out of social media.
How about that?
You don't have to defend anything.
I watched it the other day, and we was talking about it in another group chat. Instagram was down this week for
motherfuckers lost it
for maybe
about 8 hours.
It was a little longer than that. It may, I don't know. I didn't know.
It was like 8 to 12 hours.
I don't know when it went down, but it went on till at night. And I watched. We're on Twitter all the time.
Yeah.
I watched so many people who legit last tweet was the last time Instagram went down.
Yeah.
Come to Twitter.
Hey y'all. What's going on? What y'all talking about?
And I realized the other day just how much people need social media now.
Yeah, they're addicted to it.
Do you realize that there's a thing now on your phone where you can set timers for social media? Did you know that?
Instagram tracks time you use on your account now, too.
Yeah, but they got a thing where you can set your phone to only use Instagram 5 hours for the week. And when you get to 4 hours, it'll let you know, you only got 4 hours left. When you get to the last 30 minutes, you only got 30 minutes left for the week. And then when it gets to that, it'll log you out. It's like, do you like...
Somebody showed me the screen time app, and it just show you how much time you spend on each individual app. Mm-hmm. Look at that shit, will open your eyes and make you realize, like, I'm not doing... You motherfuckers be thinking they be working so hard, and then you look and you realize you was on Twitter 38 hours this week. You're not working that fucking hard. You got a lot more work to do.
It's like people who are gamblers, gambling addicts.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers will... know they have a gambling problem and straight go to the casino and go to like management and tell them, ban me. Dead ass. Right. So that they can't get in here and gamble. So that way when you come in, facial recognition pick you up, you out. Here. Yeah. Because they know they can't be trusted enough. And I'm just like, we have reached the pits of hell. Like, because y'all are too focused, and that was what I was explaining. Look, I'm like, y'all just a little too focused on what at so and so say or what at so, and it's weird because people all the time be like, oh, I love your IG story, and I be like, cook your kids some dinner, man. Like, I appreciate it, whatever, because it's like, I go in there and I be trying to be funny and shit, doing the questions and all that and shit, but it's just. Go make them actual rice.
Make them a whole meal.
Like Jasmine or Tex-Mex rice, not the boil in the bag. Like, make them dinner and put some up so y'all have leftovers for the next couple of days. Like, do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would do that and I'm happy with that. I don't need you telling me you love my story. And I leave Instagram. I leave because I just don't care. Right. I come back, oh my God, I missed you so much. Yo, where are you kids? Like, what are you talking about?
Oh my God, you're back. Now I know what I'm gonna watch every day.
Motherfuckers I come back and make the first post. Motherfuckers on the page. All my prayers have been answered. You didn't pray for this, did you?
Used to pray for times like this, for stories like this.
Like, come on, man. But no, it's like we give too much in to what. The crazy part is somebody you've never even met. A lot of these people, y'all be cracking up when I say it. I've never met these people. You know what's sad?
I've met all these people. I've met all these motherfuckers.
Love was like, you never met. I'm like, dog, I don't know these people.
I've met all these people. I was at Mirage the other night at the hookah joint that I do on Thursdays, and my man is calling me and he's running off at names. Yeah, the chick at so and so down here, hi Ronnie down here, such and such. I'm just like, I gotta hurry up and get to Mirage, apparently. Like, but it's like I've met all these fucking people.
For every one person I've actually met from social media, it's 50 I haven't. And I've probably interacted.
Mine is flipped.
For me, you figure I've interacted. You figure my last page has 7,500 followers, so it's like I've interacted with a lot of people, and it's just like because how am I gonna meet you? You never gonna see me holding a hookah straw, just, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't be there. Hey, real quick, before we get out here, can we, Russell Westbrook.
West.
Me and you differed on this earlier in the week. I want to discuss it right now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Westbrook got in a situation in Utah the other day where Westbrook gets into a lot of situations. Let's put that out there. He got into a situation with a fan where he felt like a fan said something that was highly offensive, and he told the fan on camera, because you're at an NBA game, I'll fuck you up and fuck your wife up. They went back, found out what the fan actually said. The fan told him, get on your knees like you used to.
Basically called him a
nigger slave. And
well, I took it more gay than anything.
I took it like slavery.
That's definitely slavery. Yeah. Like you used to, that's a key part.
Like if you white and say anything used to, if you say dunk the ball like you used to, nigga, that's
slavery.
Yeah, that's what I took it as. But the guy basically went on camera after the joint and was like, I didn't say anything offensive.
He played the politically correct card.
Then they found his Twitter, and he had a tweet where a year ago he tweeted, Russell Westbrook needs to go back where he came from, MAGA. And I'm just like, yeah, that definitely was some racist shit.
Yeah, once I seen the MAGA, I was like, yeah, it's bad. It's looking dark for my man.
So me and you differed because you was like the way Westbrook handled it. What you want to? Yeah, I don't want to speak for you.
My statement on it is that like certain shit is for certain people. When you reach a certain echelon in life, we just talk about people that don't matter.
Right.
That heckling fan doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you're Russell Westbrook, and all you got to do is say, "Hey, security, get this dumb motherfucker out of here," and then it's over. Like it's a wrap, and it's a situation where you look at people that are mega, super, ultra successful. I never seen Kobe argue with a fan. I never seen Shaq argue with a fan. I never seen Jay-Z argue with a fan. I never seen Drake argue with a fan. I never seen Rihanna or Beyonce argue with a fan. I seen Rihanna curse motherfuckers out before, but I ain't never seen like a back and forth exchange between this mega successful person and a person who literally paid their money to see them. So, and if I'm Russell Westbrook, I'm just like, yo, you said what you said. You completely out of pocket, and now guess what? You know what you win for being completely out of pocket? You got to get the fuck out of here, and you're banned for life, dickhead.
We got banned for life anyway.
He got banned for life as a result of the investigation. But he could have sped the process up if he said, hey, this dickhead got to go, and he said XYZ to me. I never want to see him again. If I come here and I see him again, guess who's not playing basketball tonight? You get what I'm saying? I just feel like instead of him being so outwardly emotional, which he has a right to be, but as opposed to being so outwardly emotional about it and bringing the wife into it, that was the only problem I had with it. Really was like, yo, you can't on camera and basically look in the camera and be like, I'll fuck you up and your wife too. I'm like, bruh, at the end of the day, you a big black man. You can't say that. And we got to understand that certain shit is out of bounds. And even if you offended, disrespected, etc., you got to keep your focus on what your target is and not go, I'll fuck your wife up too on television. There's no, like, to me, there's no reasonable explanation for that given who he is. You a $300 million man. Mm-hmm. Why are you first arguing with these people and two, taking it to a level where you're threatening somebody's wife that's like 5 feet and 111 pounds?
Can I speak?
Absolutely.
All right, so this is where I differed. You come out here to play basketball. You want to talk to me and heckle me and fuck with me, do all this shit, cool. About basketball. Once you say certain things and go into certain arenas, you have crossed the line. And people don't dig that. I told you, I sit courtside a lot. I've done it a lot in my life. When you sit, I don't think you realize just how close. Have you ever sat courtside?
I sat like second row before.
So you know just how close.
Second row in a playoff game.
Just how close the game of basketball is. Baseball, it's not like that. You're out on the field.
Yeah.
You have a warning track where if you're in the outfield, center field, left field, right field, you're close to the wall, but not really.
Right.
Football, you got an end zone, you got all the play. You're not close to the game. Basketball, you are part of the game.
In the game.
When you sit courtside, that ball can come right. It happened to me before. It come right at you, and it come fast, and they're charging at you.
Yeah.
You're part of the game, so you interact with them. I remember Jules was like, when he sat in Charlotte, they sat courtside. Jules had on some LeBrons, and Bron mentioned his sneaks, and then the boy next to him was fucking with Bron the whole game, and the boy had on like the American Cup Pradas, and Bron was like, "What you got? Them don't nobody wear them fucking Pradas no more." You know what I'm saying? Like you part of what's going on in the game. So we were in the Charlotte-Dallas game. I was fucking with Frank Kaminsky. I had the whole front row cracking up because I was saying how Frank Kaminsky is like the greatest collegiate athlete to never actually score in the NBA. I've never seen him put the ball in the hole. You know what I'm saying? I had the whole fucking front row. They were dying off of me. And I kept fucking with him about the shit. He never looked over to me once. You know why? He been playing serious basketball since he's been in fucking AAU probably, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he's used to being heckled by the crowd. Now, if I'd have hauled off and been like, "Hey, Frank, your mom a bitch." You understand what I'm saying? Now he got every right to turn and be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, because at the end of the day, I'm a man. I'm a man with a family. I'm a man with children. You cannot say certain things. And that's just my respect level for just humanity.
Right.
I'm never coming out of pocket on some crazy shit just because I understand shit could go left in here fast, quick. Vernon Maxwell went up into the stands and straight sucker punched the nigga. Ron Artest hit the wrong motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It could go left fast. You at the Palace of Auburn Hills, you throw a beer at an NBA player. The fuck?
Now you fool.
It's a melee now. Because you've gone past what this game is supposed to be. And people like, "Oh, you get paid XYZ. I get paid XYZ to play basketball and deal with basketball. Once you disrespect my mother, my children, me, we pass basketball. Me, I have a job. It ain't a great job, but I have a job. It pays $30 an hour, good benefits, whatever. I'm paid to do bus shit. So when you get on the bus and complain about the bus driver in front of you leaving you, or the fact that the bus was missing, or you've been out here for an hour and a half, you know what? Yeah, well, I'm here now. Just go ahead and have a seat. That's bus shit.
Right.
I got to deal with you complaining about that. You get on the bus and call me a pussy and say you'll knock my teeth out. We passed the bus.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
That's more so where I was at. Because I'm never going to an NBA game and sitting courtside and disrespecting a man as a man, or disrespecting his wife or his family. And you got to look at it like this aspect. The same way you just talked about Russell Westbrook being on this upper echelon of sports. LeBron, Kobe, all these other different dudes. The whole shit that just happened with Yes Jules, when they the whole Pusher T allegedly putting out there the DM about she fucked LeBron and whatever. LeBron's a human man who has a black wife named Savannah. We all deal with black women. You know what it's like to have a wife. LeBron go home and she feels some type of way about that DM. Oh, what, you fuck this bitch? Come on, not now. Nah, I ain't do, whatever. He got a game tonight at 8:30. He didn't go into the game arguing with her the whole way to the motherfucking game. These people are human. Yeah. These people are human. They do the same shit we do. Weezy said we argue in the roles, lead a drama there, and look good for the fucking camera. You know what I'm saying? You done argue with your wife the whole way to the game over this dumbass shit that you ain't had nothing to do with. You get the fuck on the court and somebody say, "Yeah, LeBron, I'm gonna fuck your bitch tonight." You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how fast human emotion can trigger you. I'll keep it a beam with you. Me and my girl had a fight, a knockdown, like we was arguing.
Yeah.
I straight went in the sick book. I said, I can't go on the street today.
Right.
Because I know if I go the fuck out there and somebody say something.
It's going left.
I'm cracking a nigga because I want to punch somebody now, like right now. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's how fast human emotion can take over and trigger you, and you somewhere left. So I'm not going to say I applauded Westbrook for what he did, but I understand. I understand where he was at because every time he comes to Utah, he has a situation where these fans who are on record for being racist, nasty, ignorant as shit, he has a situation. And he probably just was sick of that shit. And that's the way life go. What's his name? Michael Douglas had a movie back in the day where he like went on a killing spree.
When he got fired from his job and then
he went into McDonald's and the Big Mac was fucked up and he was just like, do this look like that on a picture? And he started shooting like that.
Yeah.
It be like that. You just enough shit like what they call it, the straw that broke the camel back.
Yeah.
And he just like, listen, say some other bullshit like that, I'm gonna knock you and your bitch out because that's who the fuck you here with. I don't agree with beating women, and I think that shit. And he even said it afterwards, like, "Yeah, I was drawing. You know
I went too far.
I was on one. You know what I'm saying? I draw with that one." But I saw a video the other day where black guy was in a supermarket, and a white lady was calling him a nigger, and turns out she works with like kids, like she works with like underprivileged kids or like
shit.
Yeah, and she was in the supermarket calling this black guy a nigger, like she was mad at something that happened. And it was him and I guess his mother because it looked like an older woman, and he was like, okay, whatever, I ain't, like letting it go. And then she spit at him, and that's when the mom like lost it, whatever. And it's just like, I don't have enough resiliency for any of that. Like the first nigger, you getting Ritz and fucking grape juice, every fucking thing thrown at you. If they not letting me get to you.
Yeah.
But once you spit at me, all
bets is off.
All bets is done.
Yeah.
Man, woman, child. I remember, these old buses we had when I first started, the old Arctics, they used to sit on the floor. Remember the buses that had actual steps?
Yes.
So the bus driver's seat was low. So I'm sitting there in the bus, I was on the 60, and it was packed. And it was, packed to the point where they were standing over me.
Yeah.
And this kid was standing right there with his mom.
Yeah.
And young boy was literally like right here. And I'm driving, I'm just like, why the fuck are they this close to me?
Yeah.
And he hauled off and was like, you all over my neck.
Oh.
So I turned and I'm like, young boy, what the fuck? And the mom was like, don't talk to him like that. He a child. I'm like, I don't give a fuck if he's the golden child. Dude, he just sneezed. Like, and it took me a while to process it because it was just like, in my mind, he spit on me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was what I felt and what I saw. Like, I'm thinking like, this little nigga did that on purpose.
Right.
And I calmed down eventually. Broke out a handy wiped my joint down, and I'm just like, oh my God. And ever since that, I don't let it pack. Like when it get packed to where it's the front of the bus, I don't pick up nobody. If it's that packed, I don't even open the door. Like, cause y'all not standing up here where I'm at. But no, I can understand how fast those emotions can trigger.
Right.
And you like, listen, what Mook say? I'll fight the whole damn stage like I'm Jocelyn. I understand how it can happen. You know what I mean? Like it can happen fast. So I think that's where we was going at it. Yo, listen. I put my phone down and went to sleep. When I woke up the next day and heard the voice message, I'm like, the fuck is wrong? Yo, I was like, I'm glad I hear that. Because we'd have been damn near rumbling because this motherfucker was pissed. And then you was like, you had a bad day earlier. And I guess that was the straw that broke the camel back. When I heard the voice texts, I was like, yo, what the fuck? No, nigga, don't tell me I'm tripping and just be out. Where the fuck you at? But no, you see what I mean? Yeah. That emotion can trigger quick if you're not in the mood for it, if you over whatever that happened today, what happened last night, and you go out there and you hear something crazy, you like, I'll fuck all y'all up for real. So, and they banned the fan for life, and they hit Westbrook for $25,000, and people was like, why I don't understand, the boy was racist and said some race, why they find him at all? I'm like, He said he beat a bitch up on national television. Like,
and repeated it. Like he did to R. Kelly. Is this camera on me?
Is this camera on me? Like, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm like, nah. Once you say that, you know you getting fined. But
25 is a light fare for that type of talk.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Westbrook, what, 40 M's in a season now?
Yeah,
so,
he good.
You know, averaging a triple-double for the third season in a row. Yeah, he's straight. But we had good discussion today.
Yeah, we had great discussion. Everything flowed perfectly in and out.
Well, almost flowed perfectly.
Yeah, one slip up.
Yeah.
We was in and out like Jadakiss and Styles today, man. It was a good one.
You got more birthday weekends coming up?
I can't listen. After the weekend I just had, I can't market nothing as else as my birthday.
Luck hit me. Luck was one of the ones that hit me. He was like, "Yo, you going to Chad party?" And I'm just like, I mean, he was like, "Yeah, bro, you should go." And I'm just like, "Yeah, all right, I don't know, maybe." And then I saw the IG story from who was it? Might have been Tone.
Oh, from T.O.
Was it Tone?
He was with you on Friday.
It might have been somebody's IG story, and I just was like, I saw all the shit in the background. I just was like,
this ain't it.
Just finish this carrot cake, man. Watch this show. Like, nah, that ain't my scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, after the weekend I just had, I can't market nothing else as my birthday, man. That shit was out of control, man. Thank you to everybody that came. It was people from all over. Shout out to Meek. Meek brought motherfuckers to the city. People came down from Buffalo, came up from Virginia, Ohio,
it is
all
the
type
Meekin,
of shit.
right?
Yeah, he brought motherfuckers out for them concerts, man. People was from every fucking where, and we benefited directly from it. Good looking, Meek. Thanks for the bag.
That's what's up. I guess we'll be back Sunday.
I got nothing else.
Well, no, you said you might not be here next Sunday, right?
Oh yeah, no, I'm probably not gonna be here next Sunday. I'm going to Atlanta on Saturday to go be a thought. They got the Sixers and the Hawks game.
I'm probably not going to be here next Sunday. I'm going to Atlanta on Saturday, nigga. You're not going to be here.
Yeah, I just thought about that and shit. But yeah, I'm going to Atlanta. The Sixers play the Hawks Saturday, and then Meek concert is Sunday, and Moneybag concert is Sunday.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go be out and do that and be mixy and go to Gold Room and yeah.
I like it.
Sounds like a good time, man. We'll see what happens. I'm trying to recruit people. So far as me and Esco.
Okay.
Just trying to recruit some more folk.
Yeah, I'll be on the 48 Sunday. I'm going to Vegas in June, and I told you we're trying to put this one together for our birthdays. It's Barcelona, Bali, or Italy. I really want to do the Amalfi Coast. I like the pictures I'm seeing, so one of those three.
Lit.
Yeah, but. Unless they call me and tell me to come to the desert, then I'm definitely, fuck all y'all, I'm out of here. So,
one parting shot. We had a lot of talk about the baby today. I actually have a concert coming up with the baby on Wednesday, April 3rd at Vulture's Lounge. This is my first concert, like actual concert. This is actually the Philly leg of his tour. Me and my guy Veli from the Veli brand. Tickets right now are 85% sold out with 2.5 weeks to go. And meet and greet passes are 100% sold out. You can't buy no more meet and greet passes. So if you need to get tickets, you're trying to go to this show, we are not adding a second show. So if you want to go to this show, go to Veli, VELI brand.com. That's velibrand.com. Get y'all tickets now. It's going to be like a dope ass show, man. He come with a lot of energy. He just burned down South by Southwest. He did like 4 shows in one day, like 9 shows in 3 days or some shit like that. And he was on fire. He crushed every stage he was on. So this is a hot, young, emerging artist. And you get to see him in a small venue on the come up. Next time when he come around, he probably going to be in somewhere like the Fillmore or bigger than that, because they got their shit together and mapped out, and they really are pushing him. He got a crazy wave right now. He's the #1 artist on Pandora a week ago, like top 25 on Billboard, the whole shit. So he's moving. So yeah, so that's that show. Other than that, I don't really have nothing going on. I'm laying low. I did a lot this past weekend. I'm sitting my ass down for the rest of this week, and then I'm gonna go to Atlanta. So we'll see y'all back here, and maybe record the end of the week or after I come back, whatever. We'll figure something out.
Me out.
Peace.